Hello. Hello, everyone. I co-op in TPG. Let me test the audio and make sure we're good. Let me listen to myself back. No, we sound good. We sound fine. Yep. Hello, co-op. Hello, Reach and Michael. People are still coming in. Hello, Lucas. How you doing? I'm doing good. The Lucas face reveal today. We finally got to see it. It was amazing. I never thought I'd get the Lucas face reveal. But yes, hello everyone. I'll give it another second. I am with I'm with pretty much everybody from last time. Danny, and Nick. I'm not sure if Krillix joined in yet or not. I think he's still coming. He's supposed to be here. But he's not here. Is he as intimidating as... No. No, he didn't look intimidating at all. He just looked like some random fuck. Not that I mean that in a bad way, Lucas. But no, he didn't look like he was intimidating. Not to me, anyway. Hello, Buzz. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Let me make sure I'm completely all set up and everything. I got ThunderStruck's video. Did all the dumb shit for the stream. I think we're good. Hello, Javelin. What's up, Psycho? How you doing? I'm good. Well, I meant to say what's up, Psych, like, read you and then ask you what you're doing, but I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? I'm just a little half-brain dead while I'm trying to set this up. Psycho face reveal? What? Never. Maybe. Maybe in the future. Not anytime soon. Definitely not anytime soon. I just got Spider-Man 2 and I'm really enjoying the game so far. That's good. I've yet to finish the first one. I've yet to finish 2018. I'm glad you're at least enjoying it. I don't know if I'm going to get the second one. If I do, it ain't anytime soon because it would be on PC. But regardless, we're not here for that. We are here for more Thunderstruck bullshit. So let me undeafen myself. Hello, friends and Shmees. Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello.
And we are going to get started on the Thunderstruck shit. I was hoping Krillix would be here by now. But no
I
Krillix.
beat him with a stick.
I am assembling a 9x9 Rubik's Cube while this is up. Rubik's Cube!
What?
I want Rubik's Cube. A Rubik's Cube. Y'all got room for one more? Possibly, if Crix don't show the fuck up.
Depends on how much you know about Tears of the Kingdom.
This is also true.
Because we mainly brought in Krillix for that, I'm pretty sure, because he knows a lot more about Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes.
But I didn't make it far.
Starfield is my biggest disappointment.
He said 2 minutes. He said 2 minutes.
Alright, Crix should be here in a
I'm
moment.
gonna fucking time you, Krillix.
At least get off the starting soon screen. We'll switch over to this for now. I'll leave the music going while we wait for Kriggs and we just chill.
I still haven't watched the entire Thunder video for the record.
Kinda waited to finish it for stream. Normally we watch these things through, but at this point I just waited.
This is new territory.
And Starfield is my biggest disappointment. I have yet to try it, and I probably won't for a while, considering how, like, it runs on most people's computers, and I don't think it's gonna run well on mine.
Doesn't even like mine. I have lost a pretzel.
You wait, what?
I have lost a pretzel.
How? What do you mean? Elaborate.
So, it's somewhere and I can't find it.
You're eating pretzels and you lost a pretzel.
Where'd it go?
Wait, Mink? Wait, what the fuck? I didn't know Minxie was 41 years old. What the fuck? She don't look 41.
That bitch looked like she doesn't look that much older than me.
She looks like she's in her like mid-20s, but apparently she's 41.
She look well mid-20. She looks like she's like 30 to me, because I can just tell she's older than me, but I didn't think she was that much older than me.
Damn. You learn something new every day.
I watched my friend play Tears for a few hours. I've only seen like Crix and a few people play it in VC and stuff, but not really a big Zelda fan, so not really my cup of tea.
Fuck
There's the
Go away.
cunt.
Oh, he's here. Oh, he's here. Hello.
I have uno hour.
You have 1 hour. Okay, we'll try to get through what
Before
we can
I
in an
come to
hour.
your house and kill you.
That's just offensive.
Fuck you. I hate you.
Your HP Victus laptop wouldn't even have a chance. It wouldn't even try to. It would never launch Starfield. It wouldn't get off the ground. Someone screamed Rubik's Cube. No, it's a soundboard we have screaming Rubik's Cube from a Lethal Company meme. It's funny.
What point into the video are we in?
We were about 37, I think, but I don't know when my internet died and when you guys were no longer watching, so I went back about 2 minutes, just to be safe. So we're about 35 minutes in. 6, Lucas really wants in. Lucas really wants to be here. Do you guys want me to invite Lucas? Because I think 5 people's already going to be pretty chaotic. Maybe after Crix leaves, because he's only got an hour. If you're still around after Crix leaves, Lucas, we'll get you on. So, with that said, though, I will share my screen, and we will watch this. Is video. Is the Thunderstruck video. Now, we never actually sat down to finish any more of it, like Nir and I were saying, so this is all new territory for him and I. Crix, I think, is still the only one that finished it.
Yep.
I skimmed around.
I'll prepare the lube unless I'm gonna shut up, Lucas.
Luke is horny.
He horny. He always. Remember, no better than that time he was schizo posting about emo pussy in my stream chat.
I know. I remember.
All right, but yeah, let's get right into this fucking autism. I'll also quickly check the audio because I don't know how loud this is gonna be.
Because of how unforgiving the terrain is down there. Meanwhile, using the building mechanics is straight up required to traverse the Sky Islands. Yet
This
you're
should
really
be
going to
good.
claim that
Hey, this
Tears
is
of the
about
Kingdom
everywhere.
doesn't differentiate itself from Breath of the Wild, which didn't even have those mechanics to begin with. And as such, the way you approach
I'm not
the
dissing emo
puzzle
girls
solving and
TPG.
traversal was
I'm
different
dissing
in
Lucas
that
for
game.
schizo posting about them
Interesting
in my
that you don't bring it
stream.
up, but I know exactly why you didn't. It's because, gasp, you didn't play the fucking game.
Now, I've never played Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't.
Yeah, I
have
remember we were
any
covering this part though. I do remember we got
intention
to this point
Why are you so
before my
confident?
internet died.
You don't know what you're talking about. And before you try saying, oh, but since Breath of the Wild didn't have those, why go back to Breath of the Wild? Well, I could apply that same logic to Majora's Mask since the features that were added in there are not present in Ocarina of Time. Therefore, by your logic, why go back and play Ocarina of Time? Shit like this is how you know that this dude knows nothing about what he's fucking talking about.
Once again, projection detected, opinion rejected.
I mean,
No,
hell,
you.
the entire development premise behind
don't remember
Majora's
that.
Mask was
No,
that
you.
Nintendo wanted to take the engine and the assets and the scripts that they had developed for Ocarina of Time and then flip it to create a new game in less than a year.
You just inadvertently acknowledge that Majora's Mask has a reason on why it stands out compared to Ocarina of Time, because even though the development cycle of Majora's Mask was that short to the point of reusing the engine and a lot of its assets, they were still able to
I'm sorry, random, but just fucking Lucas. I spent the last 7 to 8 months having mental breakdowns, identity crises, and schizophrenic rants. I think I'm ready to make 3 videos again and disappear. Fucking Lucas.
Fucking mood.
If you need to talk, buddy, I'm here. You need someone to talk to.
Big mood.
Is this man true?
This man a true
If you need
jack.
someone to talk to, I'm here, Lucas. Goddamn.
The man's the therapy man. I'm telling you.
to give a reason for people to play it with its brand new features.
You mind pointing out where the fuck I ever claimed otherwise? I was saying that the moment-to-moment gameplay in Majora's Mask was overall the same as Ocarina of Time outside of the masks and the time loop mechanic. I never once said that there wasn't a reason to go play Majora's Mask. You know what's even funnier is that later in this video he's gonna accuse me of strawmanning Josh, yet here he is blatantly strawmanning me. So dude, I'm gonna...
Yeah, I remember I got to this point when I realized my power died because it was like, Shmi, you said you're strawmanning him, and I was like, I don't know. So, yeah. I don't... What exactly do you have any input to him saying that you're strawmanning him there?
I don't even remember what he said just now.
Alright, we'll go back, Shmi. Try to retain the
It's something about
information.
Majora's Mask.
Same as Ocarina of Time.
It with its brand new features.
You mind pointing out where the fuck I ever claimed
Actually, I'll go
otherwise?
back so I can hear
Was
you
that
too.
short compared to Ocarina of Time, because even though the development cycle of Majora's Mask was that short to the point of reusing the engine and a lot of its assets, they were still able to give a reason for people to play it with its brand new features.
You mind pointing out where the fuck I ever claimed otherwise? I was saying that the moment-to-moment gameplay in Majora's Mask
It's not
was
about you
overall
saying
the same
otherwise,
as
Thunderstruck. It's about you trying to claim that Majora's Mask plays exactly like Ocarina of Time, and I'm pointing out how Majora's Mask separates itself from Ocarina of Time as its own standalone game.
So, yeah, he says you're strawmanning him there, though. I don't... So you're just pointing out the differences, and he says that you're strawmanning him because he thinks you put words in his mouth there?
No.
It's using words.
I'm not putting words in his mouth. He's the one that said that the whole point of Majora's Mask was to take Ocarina of Time, like all of its assets and shit, and make it an entirely brand new game in less than a year.
Well, I'm just trying to make sense of why he thinks you're strawmanning him there.
It's not strawmanning him if he himself is acknowledging that Majora's Mask is different, despite the very short development cycle.
masks and the time loop mechanic.
So what you're saying
never once
here
said that
is
there
it's a
wasn't
you
a
use
reason to
words
go
and you
play
say that I do
Majora's
this
Mask.
situation.
You know what's even funnier
Yes.
is that later in this video he's going to
Understandable.
accuse me of strawmanning Josh, yet here he is blatantly strawmanning me. So dude, I'm going to have to ask
That
you.
is not
Yeah,
what
no.
strawman is.
You know, he never put those words in your mouth, Thunderstruck. He was pointing out the differences. From what I heard, is not saying that you said something. He's not arguing against something that he's saying you said when you didn't. I'm not gonna wrap my brain around that anymore. That's dumb.
Two.
Keep that same energy.
Tears of the Kingdom I is have, not but on okay. that same level, because if it's simply Breath of the Wild but better, why play Breath of the Wild?
Again, I could apply this exact same logic to Ocarina of Time.
Here's the Kingdom, on the other hand. I mean,
No, Ocarina of Time is its own thing. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask share similar things, like the combat, but the story and a lot of its features, like the time mechanic. Krillix, you know a lot more about Zelda. You give it in.
I can actually vouch for
Yeah,
that as well. I play
I
retro
haven't
games.
played Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah, I
Ocarina
haven't.
of Time is you don't have a time limit. That's the big differential between Ocarina and Majora's Mask. In Majora's Mask,
Majora's Mask unique.
yeah, Majora's Mask, you have to beat the game in a time limit. If you don't, everything dies.
Mm-hmm.
You can't compare the two when one is literally a time limit based game. They
Yeah.
might have the same engine, they might play the same, but one is inherently different because the gameplay is different.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's like saying that fucking Skyrim compared to like Oblivion or some shit play the same, because they're on the same engine. Because they are. Painfully
Sky-
obvious.
Fallout 4, Starfield play the exact same.
Yes.
I mean, I hate people who make the same engine argument because all I have to do is point them to something like fucking Valve and the Source engine. Does Team
Engine.
Fortress 2 play at all like fucking Counter-Strike?
No, engine doesn't have anything to do with mechanics. Well, I mean, it does, but like you can have vastly different mechanics in the same engine, is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
While we're talking about talking sequels, FNAF, Hellpoint, I don't care about FNAF, to be fair. This is Danny's territory.
Hi.
Road
I like
Rage.
FNAF.
FNAF
Have you
Help
seen
Wanted 2
any-
came out recently, and it looks to be very different from its predecessor. That's fair. Again, I'm not the FNAF guy. I don't like FNAF that much.
I've never been, or I've never played Help Wanted, so I can't
I
really
did.
vouch on that. I might get the
It looked
second one
bad.
and play it on stream. Maybe. That maybe.
Yes, Safe they get obliterated the Shadow Realm. I'm pretty sure like his channels are all, well, I don't know if all of them, but like the main ones were. The main one was anyway.
His main
Robridge, how
one
do you
was Streamer, I'm pretty
single-handedly
sure.
manage to have the most weird obsession with the most autistic games imaginable?
It's Road
You
Breach.
just like me for
To be fair,
just like me for
to be fair, it's Road Breach. I don't hate the guy. He's got his likes, but I mean, I'm gonna make fun of him for some of them.
I'm gonna laugh at you now.
I'm gonna laugh at you. Too bad I got lazy and never made the safe video. I feel that, Lucas. I got lazy and never made a lot of things.
Calling Breath of the Wild 2 from how much it just uses stuff from that game and builds upon it. And it's not like Tears didn't add enough content, because it absolutely did. Again, 2 new maps, one of which is the size of the base overworld map, 150 new shrines, and all this other shit that I really don't even feel like talking about.
I mean, fuck, if I really wanted to, I could just end the video off right here, because here he just fucking admitted that the game added more than enough content.
Wow, Thunder. I wonder why you are able to catch Josh in all of these imaginary gotchas of him supposedly backtracking his statements. It couldn't be because you are completely misunderstanding what he's trying to say, right? I swear, anything Josh says just goes into one of Thunder's ears and out the other.
I mean, I guess you could say I should have elaborated more here on what exactly I meant by that and how it destroyed his argument, but I think it's best to get the context of the next segment since it's incredibly intertwined with
And neither is the stuff that it
Okay.
added bad, it's just the content added here was stuff from the base game, but now expanded upon.
Oh, really?
I still don't understand how this was spoilers.
It is in regard to like the story, but the content within the game.
I know that, like, but, like, how the fuck was that, you're just showing off content that's in the
Thunder,
game.
This is not a gotcha like you think it is. Josh never denied the fact that Tears of the Kingdom has a bunch of new content compared to Breath of the Wild. He is simply stating that because Tears of the Kingdom is playing exactly like Breath of the Wild, but with so much new content, he feels that there is no need to go back to play Breath of the Wild. Can you at least try and actually understand the video rather than strawman him the entire time? Playing exactly like Breath of the Wild, but
plays exactly the same as Breath of the Wild when I literally
It
show
does.
a guy literally decimating a group of enemies in Hyrule Field.
Thunder.
Fucking
Oh my god. Thunder, that's not the point. Oh my god. Dude, Thunder. Tears of the Kingdom plays exactly like Breath of the Wild, but with so much more content to play with. That's what I said. You cut me off to make this point. You're stupid. You're so stupid,
Pulling
Thunder.
an early Krillix, please. Cease.
I
Yeah,
still do that.
not pull acrylic.
I mean, you don't do it as much
Bad.
now, Krillix. You have to give yourself credit. You haven't been doing it as much.
I'd do it just to make fun of people.
That's how we met. It's how I learned to hate you.
I still hate you.
Well, I didn't
Difference
say
is-
I stopped. It's just how I
Difference
started.
Is that a lot of people within our specific subgenre of commentary, like you, Psycho, Nier, and Thunder, is y'all do a lot more formulated and well thought out responses. Me, I'm like, this fucking guy retarded. Laugh at him.
He's
Yeah,
stupid.
me
I
too.
don't
I
like
hate
him.
you.
Just like me. That's my response to everything.
Gaining
That was basically last night's stream, to be fair. Let's be honest.
I mean, you actually had some points to bring up against Marina, though, to be fair.
Yeah, but I also like to laugh and call them stupid, so
I mean, that's the main reason most people start commentaries, because they want to laugh at idiots.
it's fair.
Psycho, can you
I'm
get near
sorry.
to explain the image of Krillix and the chocolate cake? No. I will not.
Lucas, you spelled my fucking name wrong.
Everyone's gonna spell it wrong.
Keep-
Guys, you spelled it wrong. There's 3 L's.
Fuck off.
Actually, his name is Croc.
You can see the NVIDIA Shadowplay thing in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I know. You can see the little GeForce recording thing. It's fucking funny. And then we started the Krillix chain. Yay.
Everyone had copious amounts of L's.
Crocs. His name is Krogs.
I love wearing Crocs.
Croclix. Croclix. My chat's just shit posting your name now.
Bronk pulled the lever.
We need to bring back the OK chain. We kind of do. Kind of missed that. It was funny. I don't think Danny, Krillix, or Nick really know that much about the OK chain. I think that's just Near. I think only Near and I here know about that.
The
Or like,
OK chain?
well, yeah, well, like the story of why you had it in your server anyway with BT. That's what I meant.
There was a live stream I did with X Lucas and BT where we were just playing Red Match 2, and then after that we watched some videos. While we were playing Red Match, I think BT died or something, and then he just kept saying like, okay, 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 and then we started saying okay with him.
Yeah, you can still find the clip. I remember Near showed me the clip at some point because it's how the OK chain started. But yeah, moving on. Back on topic.
At Mech. Again, while the core of the gameplay might be the same between the two, the new mechanics that were added in Tears of the Kingdom changes the way that you approach that gameplay loop, even if it doesn't.
That's not the fucking point, Thunder.
But when you don't
I
have
think
those
what Thunder
mechanics
doesn't
in
understand
Wild, it
is
means
that
the
Tears
way
of the
you
Kingdom is different from Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild is not different from Tears of the Kingdom, if that makes sense. There's nothing in Breath of the Wild that isn't in Tears of the Kingdom other than the fucking odd fetch quest here and there. Like,
Exactly.
other than that, there's nothing fucking different about the two games. Except one just has
Like, yes, of
exponentially more
course.
content.
Like, yes, of course, the new features in Tears of the Kingdom separate itself from Breath of the Wild, but nothing about Breath of the Wild separates itself from Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. I mean, I believe I said... This is coming from someone who's not really a big Zelda fan. And doesn't really play Zelda games much. But my ex wanted me to try Breath of the Wild at some point a while ago, and I was like, meh. And then, after Tears of the Kingdom came out, way later, and I was sitting in VC watching Crix play it, I was literally thinking to myself, I don't remember if I said it out loud to you or not at any point, Krillix, but I was thinking to myself, like, I don't see any point in trying Breath of the Wild if I was ever interested in that now. I would probably just get this game and leave it at that.
Yeah. All you gotta do is just watch the fucking hour-long worth of cutscene that's in Breath of the Wild, and boom. You got the only difference.
But yeah, no, I don't think there'd be any reason to go back. Also, hello, Death. How you doing? You could say that Portal with RTX on Steam Deck is considered an impossible port. Like, what are we talking about ports for? I'm very confused. Moving on.
combat mech. But when you don't have those mechanics in Breath of the Wild, it means that the way you approach the gameplay loop is different from what it is in Tears of the Kingdom. Kind of like how the shit that they added in Doom Eternal's gameplay loop over 2016 changes the way you approach that game's gameplay loop. But when Doom 2016
False
doesn't have all the shit
equivalency.
that they
Yeah,
added in Doom
the difference is that Eternal forces you to use the new mechanics. Tears doesn't.
Eternal also, like, we've already established Eternal inherently plays a lot faster than its predecessor. Like, the two games don't really feel the exact same when you play them. I don't know. I'd have to sit down and play them both again to really, like, describe my points here. But in a layman's terms, from what I remember from playing both of them, they really do not feel like the same game at all.
No, as someone that has done speedruns for both games, Eternal, like, Eternal's on the higher difficulties, you have to give your full attention to the entire game, because everything's so much more aggressive, does so much more damage to you. You're so much more limited on what you can do, but at the same time have more ways to deal with enemies. It's just you have to pick and choose when. Versus 2016, just shoot it till it dies.
Yeah.
It's the entire difficulty of 2016 is shoot it till it dies.
I remember playing 2016 and all I really used was Super Shotgun Gauss Cannon. So,
That's how you win it.
and I just remember it played a hell of a lot slower. I remember Eternal kept my attention a lot more and demanded a lot more of my, I guess, yeah, it just demanded a lot more skill in general. They really don't, like, when you play Breath of the Wild versus Tears of the Kingdom, they feel like the exact same game. One just has more in it. When I play Doom 2016 versus Doom Eternal, they do not feel or play like the exact same game.
Yeah.
Just a reminder that Tears of the Kingdom was supposed to be DLC. 3 different DLCs for Breath of the Wild, but instead it was made into its own game.
Psycho...
That's all you really need to know. Like, it wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be any different from Breath of the Wild. It was supposed to be Breath of the Wild 2 at the time.
Psycho, have you heard of Chimera? No. They sound like a
Chimera.
band. Is it a band? Or is it something else? It sounds like a band.
Probably. It's probably a band.
They sound like
Lucas
a
likes
band.
to DM me. Lucas likes to DM me occasionally some songs he's listened to by some like new metal bands.
Yeah, no, I haven't
New
heard of
as
them.
in NU or new as in NEW?
Both.
New as in I'm gonna give you a new head so that you're not Krillix anymore. Because I
Okay.
fucking hate you. I'm gonna cut off your head and replace it with a new one.
Can't we just get rid of them entirely?
No, I'm gonna cut off his head and give him a new one so he's not Krillix anymore.
Okay. Back on track now.
Eternal, it means that the way you approach Doom 2016's combat loop is different from the way you approach Doom Eternal's.
You're giving head
This
like
is
a pro.
hypocrisy when he recognizes the differences between Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal's
Can I
gameplay
ban
loop,
country?
but not
No.
the differences between the gameplay loops of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which again,
Like country,
you
he
would know
funny.
if you actually played the game. I mean, this dude's mentality is the same as My Name is Death 6 months ago, which, in his defense, at the very least, he completed the first shrine. This motherfucker, however, didn't even touch the game, and yet he wants to say that I'm the one claiming some imaginary gotchas on Josh, so once again...
Projection detected, opinion rejected.
Now, I don't know if you're fucking blind, Josh, but the shit that I just showed you was not in Breath of
Yes,
the Wild.
so
There's so much content-
you know play game, you bad. You know get talk about game. He's bad.
I'm sorry that I don't give a fuck about the game Thunder, and I wanted to focus on shitting on your video because of how bad it is.
The point being is, I mean, you don't, like, for fuck's sakes, what? I didn't play
Playtime is-
Sifu, and I still shit on Mayo.
If playtime is such an
Don't
authority,
tell Thunder that. He's gonna shit his pants when he realizes you never played Sifu, but you still made a video on Mayo anyways about Sifu. Oh no! Thunder, are you gonna cry? Are you gonna piss your pants? Maybe shit and come?
Yes. Considering I spent almost 2 hours talking about Mayo and I had not even played the game. Have you played Desert Bus? No. But I've seen some guy stream it in fucking VC and Gmod, and that, yeah. Also, I know what it is.
game of the year.
I very well know what Desert Bus is. I've known for a while.
I'm still gonna play that on your stream someday, Danny.
I for real need to play Sifu. I want to try it at this point, too. I love shitting so with Lucas. I find it funny because Thunder never played Hogwarts, yet grifted it all the same like me. Well, then there you go. People will talk about games regardless of if they played them, Thunder. Holy shit.
Hypocrisy.
The main thing is if I'm going to talk about a game, I at least want to get an informed opinion by someone who has played it, if I haven't played it. Which I usually do.
With me.
Mir did that with me with Halo and talking about the Act Man, and I did that with Sifu when I was going to make that video. I tried to find anybody that did play the game. Same thing with Sekiro, because I had talked about Sekiro, and that was one of the Souls games I hadn't played. So, I don't fucking get it, Thunder.
You want to go even deeper? Let's talk about my style meters video real quick. I covered games on there like Ninja Gaiden and God of War. I never played any of those, except for God of
False.
War 1. But I never played Ninja Gaiden, and I never played like God of War 2 or 3. I only played a little bit of the original.
Should I
But,
shoot a
like,
video out? Yes,
Yeah,
Lucas.
there's a few games. There's a few games that I talked about that I never played when I was talking about Mayo as well.
Yeah. That figures. But yes, you should shit a video out, Lucas. Also, I got 1K subs, and you want to, well, you do whatever you want for your milestone, but congrats on 1K or Breach. You did a good job.
Imagine only being at 1K. I'm at 1,010. Get on my level.
Good for you.
10 Tears of the Kingdom that isn't in Breath of the Wild, and there's a lot of shit that you can do in Tears of the Kingdom that wasn't in Breath of the Wild. Now, what was it that you said that Doom Eternal did that made it such a great sequel?
But Doom Eternal is absolutely phenomenal. It does all.
Wait,
What did that say?
That's what I'm.
What was it that you said?
I accidentally bumped my laptop's trackpad.
Why would you keep that B-roll?
I was
would
actually
you
in
keep that?
VC when Thunder's recording B-roll for this, I could have stopped, but I didn't.
I said,
So you accidentally bumped your laptop's trackpad. My question now is, why would you keep this B-roll?
I don't give
Why
a
would you
fuck.
keep this in?
I don't give a
I'm
fuck that
so
he kept it.
fucking
That's just funny to
autistic.
me.
I'm so autistic when it comes to me getting good B-roll. Like I refuse to use any like mediocre gameplay.
I don't give a shit. Like, I can be performing bad in the game in my B-roll. I just want to make sure that like I have enough or like a decent amount. So if I'm playing Crab Champions for instance or something, and I have like a run where I don't even get past like the first 10 islands, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this B-roll, and I just delete that. I'm like,
for
no.
Ghost Runner, I usually for Ghost Runner Doom Eternal, I won't use it if I die at all in the B-roll.
That's fair. I mean, I get that for like Ghost Runner, Doom Eternal, unless it's like Ultra Nightmare. I wouldn't give a fuck. But yeah, that's fucking funny. I accidentally bumped my laptop's trackpad. I shot it in the wall.
That Doom Eternal did that made it such a great sequel.
But Doom Eternal is absolutely phenomenal. It does all of the following. It improves on its predecessor to make it objectively better. It has enough gameplay differences to make it good in its own way, while still giving you a reason to go back to its original to get a significantly different type of game. And it has so many new ideas that make it more of its own thing rather than just another sequel.
It improves upon its predecessor. Well, it fleshes out certain mechanics more. It improves the puzzle solving and the exploration. So I'd say it checks that box. Now, I guess what drastically changes gameplay means would be subjective. But if you're going to say that Doom Eternal drastically changes the gameplay, then I could argue that for Tears of the Kingdom as well. Because what exactly did Doom Eternal do compared to Doom 2016 to drastically change it? Increase the mobility options? Well, so did Tears of the Kingdom with the Zone 9 devices. I can do things like strap a rocket to my shield and instantly fly up. Give us a set of new levels? Well, Tears of the Kingdom not only changes up the overworld from Breath of the Wild, but also adds the depths, which is the same size as the overworld, as well as the sky. In addition to 152 new shrines and 6 new main dungeons. New weapon mods? Well, Tears of the Kingdom lets you attach any material to your weapons using the fuse mechanic, and you can also affix them to your arrows as well. And your weapons properties...
Oh my. Yeah, this is all shit that we've already talked about, so...
Far more enemies than Breath of the Wild ever did. So if Doom Eternal is your idea of drastically changing the gameplay, then in that case, Tears of the Kingdom does the same thing, and adds new ideas / elements previously lacking. Well, I don't think there's any room for debate there. The ability to build shit wasn't in Breath of the Wild, the fuse mechanic wasn't in Breath of the Wild, the depths weren't in Breath of the Wild, there wasn't anything in the sky in Breath of the Wild, with the exception of Divine Beast, Bomb, and Doe. You didn't have friendly champions fighting alongside you in Breath of the Wild like you do in Tears of the Kingdom. So really, it sounds to me like Tears of the Kingdom is a case of an ideal sequel like you had for Doom Eternal. And yet for some reason you find yourself completely unable to
keep that same energy.
Oh my god. Thunder. Josh never denied any of these. Josh knows full on well how much content has been added into Tears of the Kingdom. The problem for Josh is that he feels like Tears of the Kingdom completely replaces Breath of the Wild because of how it's just the same game, but better in every way. Please, for the love of all that is holy, listen to what he's actually saying instead of strawmanning him.
Oh boy, let's see what he says.
No idea how you watched that clip multiple times, and yet still the point that I was making managed to completely go over your fucking head. My guy, I referenced Josh's clip at the beginning of the video of what he describes that a perfect sequel should do in his opinion. And the big example that he used to illustrate that point was Doom Eternal. I wasn't just listing off
Did you
the
forget
amount
the
of new
fact that Doom Eternal did things differently than Tears of the Kingdom? Doom Eternal did not do what Tears of the Kingdom did, just take the same game and put a bunch of new features in it. Doom Eternal just pretty much, like,
it rebuilt the game
changed
from the ground
everything. Exactly. It changed everything.
Also,
Did you just completely forget about that distinction?
Also, how long is this video? Very long, Lucas. We still have like a half hour left. But yeah, no, if we're going back to the other clip from his first video that was playing before all this, or he's still, like, because it seems to me that ThunderStruck wants to argue that if we're saying Doom Eternal plays differently, then he's going to keep arguing that Tears of the Kingdom plays differently than Breath of the Wild. But yeah, I honestly, like I already said earlier, I don't see that. I don't agree with that. I would just play Tears of the Kingdom at this point. When it comes to Doom, I feel like there's Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal are most definitely different enough games that I could justify going back to either one of them. With Breath of the Wild, it's just literally, why don't you play Tears of the Kingdom instead? That is the mentality.
Exactly.
Have I played Slayer's Testament? No, I don't. I don't know what that is. A demake mod for Quake 1. I haven't played. I don't really play Quake 1. Especially these days. And I don't mod many, I don't mod really any of those games. I don't go back and mod Doom or Doom 2 or anything. I don't really play those games anymore. I tried them a long time ago and that was it. And good for Bada. Bada can do whatever the fuck you want. He's the Doom guy. I'm the Halo nerd. I do that with Halo. I sound tired? No, I'm just... Thunderstruck makes me...
High.
Well, I'm always high, though. That doesn't change anything. I was high when I was ranting with Tomboy and I was yelling at him. That didn't change anything. No, I just sound tired sometimes. It might just be my voice, but no, I'm not. It's probably just because I'm trying to process, like, Thunderstruck's argument and get my... pretty much get my sentences straight. Because I'm stupid like that when I'm trying to do it on the fly. So, yeah. I play Tears of the Kingdom and is nowhere as big as a leap of... from Doom... It's nowhere as big as a leap than Doom 2016 to Eternal is. That's fair. Sorry, I can't fucking speak. Consider me the Fallout autist, then? You can be. I will give you that, then, Lucas. Because I'm the Halo nerd. Nier's the StarCraft nerd, so...
Content that Tears of the Kingdom added, but I was showing how similar it was to the content that Doom Eternal added over 2016, and also show that, according to his logic, Tears of the Kingdom would do the 3 things that he wants a new sequel to do. That's why I was comparing it to Doom Eternal, because if you take his logic on what Doom Eternal added over 2016, and apply it to Tears of the Kingdom versus Breath of the Wild, then by his own logic, Tears of the Kingdom would be a perfect sequel, just like Doom Eternal, yet he's bitching about it while putting Doom Eternal on a pedestal.
There's a difference though, Thunder. One is an entirely new game that stands out from its predecessor. One is just the same game but better.
Yeah. I know you're saying like you're trying to use Josh's logic, but that's kind of the point of Nier's video to begin with, is it doesn't seem like you're entirely getting his fucking point. And it still doesn't seem like you're getting his fucking point here if you're saying using Josh's logic.
He completely missed the second half of point 2, which was completely change the gameplay to the point where it gives you a reason to go back to the first game. Tears of the Kingdom does really drastically change the gameplay, but it doesn't give you any reason to go back and play the original game.
It changes it by adding a bunch of shit, but the gameplay itself is similar enough that there is literally no reason, and then you have the same world. Like, unless you, like Josh said in his video, unless you really want to go back to find out what happened in the story, which you can just do that in a YouTube video, you don't have much reason to go back and play it.
Nope.
When are you boxing Thunderstruck? Oh no, when are you guys boxing?
When he downloads, your only move is hustle.
Oh my god, we're boxing? Love boxing. I'll host it, fuck it.
What?
I'll host the boxing match.
But yeah, no, I'll say it again, like, looking at Doom 2016 to Doom Eternal, they're fairly different enough. They feel different enough playing them. When it's like Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom, I just think, why wouldn't I just play Tears of the Kingdom? That is the mentality that comes up every time. And I'm not even a big fan of Zelda, so it's not like I want to go play them that bad, but if I was going to, that's the thought process that goes in my head.
Janie, and what makes Lethal Company good? I'm glad you asked. And to answer that, I'm going to link you this video.
Okay, I thought you were about to go on a 50-minute autistic rant.
You should link on my video.
I could link your video too, but you can just click on your channel.
Go to my video.
The video I
Also,
linked is from
in
Ricky.
your news video, was that Nier that just like fucking peaked his microphone in the intro?
That was me.
Was that you? It sounded like Nier.
In my TPG video, that was me.
Yeah, I was watching it like half asleep because I was watching in the morning. It scared the shit out of me.
Good. I knew it would scare some people. I knew it was gonna catch some people off guard.
Wait, that was you?
Yes, that was me screaming.
That sounded like Nier.
Nier!
No, that was me screaming. Nier didn't even expect it happening in my video.
Danny, you watched the video first time before it uploaded, right?
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
How did you not?
I
What?
might have just associated for that part when I watched it before it was uploaded.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that
No,
was
I didn't scream in there.
that was not near. That was me. That was indeed me. But yeah, no, fuck.
Actually, first time, actually, Psycho, fun fact, first time you screamed like that into the mic, I didn't think it was you. The first thing that popped into my head was that it sounded like a fucking Halo Elite.
Yeah, no, that was me. I squirmed. I screamed, I peeked my mic, and then I made sure to cut it exactly right when I was editing the video so that it was just very abrupt and then straight back to my commentary.
Yeah. I was brushing my teeth. It scared the shit out of me.
And my favorite part was like, what image can I use for this? And I was like, the banner. Because just the glowing eyes. I was like, that's perfect. But yeah, off topic at this point, but yeah.
Buzzley with the 20. Thunder, the type of dude to drink out of the toilet bowl in the school bathroom.
Thank you very much for the 20, Buzzley. Goddamn. Accurate, though.
I agree, Buzzley.
That toilet water, good.
It's delicious.
It's got more flavor.
The yellowness.
Weird aftertaste, though.
Hello, William. I don't know if I've seen you before, but hello.
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Forbidden.
Have you played a rage game called Getting Over It? No, I haven't played it. I've seen Markiplier play it, and it's funny as fuck watching him rage at that. Don't we still have the sound? Don't we still have the sound?
You shut the fuck
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that in Cheese Trenches? I'm trying to find it.
I think so, yeah.
Where is it? Where the fuck is it? No, where is it? There it is.
Has it been
You
removed?
shut the fuck up! You shut the fuck up! You shut the fuck.
God, I'm opening up everything. I want to go back to YouTube. There we go. But yeah, no. Yes, I know the game. Anyway. But yeah, back to the Vibio. We get off topic. We're very bad.
Desperately need a second monitor.
Yes, but that's besides
He
the point.
needs to do application captures, but I sound like a
Showcase
nerd.
is blatant hypocrisy here. Is there something going on that I need to know about, Nier? Because you're usually not this stupid. Like, are there any hostage takers in your
Debatable.
house right now? Are they forcing you to say this? If the answer is yes, say the word breakfast in your next community post.
You
Dinner.
could say, oh, well, the powers are the main thing
Lunch.
in this game.
Lunch.
Come.
What's
Just says come.
From Breath of the Wild. And while that's true, there's still just more of an expansion on that of Breath of the Wild. But instead of the specific powers, they expand on the idea of the powers themselves and make them way more useful. Even the champion abilities are different and more balanced versions of the abilities in Breath of the Wild.
Thunder is a COD fan, yes.
Weapon mods in Doom Eternal just being expanded from the ones in 2016. But he's just gonna conveniently gloss over that. What can I say, man? Selective outrage at its finest.
How on
Or
earth
even
are
was the
you
outrage?
sitting there claiming that
What?
Where was even the outrage to begin with?
Nier likes to ham up his responses, therefore mad. Because, I mean, I know Nier. He does what I do. So.
He's referring to Josh.
Oh, with Josh? I thought he was referring to you there. I'm retarded.
No, he
Because-
said
no,
Josh had
Thunder-
selective outrage.
No, Thunder's trying to claim that Josh has selective outrage because he somehow, quote unquote, glossed over the weapon mods in Doom Eternal.
I'm retarded. I was partially reading chat, so that's why I mixed that up in my head. No. I don't know how that's selective outrage. I thought he meant you at first, but either of you, to be fair. It's fucking... He's not even, like, he's just... The entire video that Josh made was pretty much just an opinion piece on what he thinks, what his ideal sequels are. Not even what he thinks, like, are the best sequels for everybody, just what he wants to see more of. That was pretty much the main takeaway. So that's not even selective outrage.
Kicks open the door and goes like, "My opinion is better."
And now he's trying to claim that that's some form of selective outrage. Like, where? How? That doesn't make any sense.
Selective outrage at its finest.
How on earth are you sitting there claiming that Josh glossed over the expansion of Doom's weapon mods when he literally talked about it in the beginning of his video? Thunder, I don't know if you have short-term memory loss or something, but Josh literally said this.
It's got a bunch of new mods for your guns, like the microwave beam and the plasma gun, the rapid fire for the base shotgun, the fucking grapple hook with the super shotgun, which is like the best addition in a sequel ever fucking done.
Like I said, man, if you really want to help yourself make much better content, it would really help to just pay attention once in a while.
That wasn't my point, dipshit. I never said that he didn't acknowledge the weapon mods in Doom Eternal. My point was that if he was bitching
You said
about the
he
powers
glossed
and
over
tiers-
them, you dipshit.
Just go
You
back
said
and
that
hear that.
Josh. You said that Josh glossed over the weapon
Eternal
mods
just
in
being
Doom
expanded
Eternal.
from the ones in 2016. But he's just gonna conveniently gloss over that.
What's your point, Thunder? What's your point? You said verbatim he glossed over Doom Eternal's weapon mods.
When he didn't.
Oh my god, Thunderstruck, literally. Not even a minute ago. It's your own fucking commentary, please. Please, just remember what you said. That's
I was correct. You do have short-term memory loss.
That's the best way to play Doom 2016. I don't think I'm ever going to try it, because like I said, I don't play Quake or anything, but fair enough. Also, I'm late. I was playing Baldur's Gate 3. That's a justifiable reason to be late. Baldur's Gate 3 is peak. He's good. And this again? Well, we didn't finish it last time.
There wouldn't be a this again if Psycho's internet didn't die.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll go back to about here-ish. I don't fucking know.
If you really want to help yourself make much better content,
No,
Said that
be
he
further
didn't
ahead.
acknowledge
Here.
the weapon mods in Doom Eternal. My point was that if he was bitching about the powers and tiers of the kingdom merely being an expansion upon Breath of the Wild, then he should also be bitching that the weapon mods in Doom Eternal are merely an expansion upon 2016. The difference
A lot
is,
of them
he's
aren't.
complaining about one.
Yeah, and,
The Destroyer Blade's completely new. The Meat Hook is completely new. The sniper shot scope attachment is completely new. What are some other ones? The auto shotty is completely
Well,
new.
I'd say the sniper scope on the assault rifle is just a replacement for the Vortex rifle from 2016.
Vortex rifle?
The Vortex rifle is the sniper-like weapon in 2016.
There's nothing called the Vortex rifle in 2016 single player.
yeah,
What are you
no,
talking about?
I can't remember. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about either. Near.
There's no such thing as a Vortex rifle in single player.
No idea what you're talking about there either. I know 2016 has the fucking, like, machine gun with the scope on it, but it doesn't do the same thing that it does in Eternal, or it actually makes it a sniper shot.
All it does in 2016 is just let you ADS.
Yeah, it just lets you zoom in a little bit.
It's the most useless attachment in the entire game.
Oh, it's not in the campaign. It's in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
And snap map.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Fun fact, the reason why 2016's multiplayer is so different is because it was outsourced and id Software didn't actually work on it. What were you gonna say, Nir?
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that Vortex rifle wasn't in the campaign.
Yeah, no.
I didn't finish the entire campaign of 2016, so.
Thunder, the type to employ. No one should enjoy blue cheese. Stop it, Lucas.
Hey, a good blue cheeseburger is good. Don't at me.
No.
Kill him.
Also, the microwave beam is completely new. The Crucible is completely new.
When's the Under the Mayo Alien vid? I'm glad you asked. I was actually considering starting that again earlier today. Because I never got around to it. I took a break.
id Software sucks at making multiplayer. Fun fact, they didn't actually make 2016 multiplayer. It's outsourced to the same people that helped develop Halo 4's multiplayer.
Yeah, certain affinity. But yeah, you can actually ask Nir and Danny. I was talking to them earlier. Like, should I start that video again? So maybe I will do that. I'll make that my next one. But yeah, no, fucking most of the attachments in Doom Eternal, from what I can remember, even if they aren't completely new, like they don't operate the same way as they did in 2016 either. Is Thunder here? No, I haven't seen him on stream all night.
This is why the stream's not like 10 hours already.
Yeah, because we're not stopping to yell at him every 5 minutes. Well, every 5 seconds.
Now we're only stopping at 10 seconds.
Yeah, and we're being stupid. Like usual.
Hooray.
And not the other, which again shows this dude's hypocrisy. Like, honestly, Nier, I think you should take your own advice. And I also think you should take Krillix's advice.
If you just fucking listen, you'd save yourself so much fucking trouble.
W
in this
clip.
video.
Again, there is nothing objective.
I would like to
Although
say
that could be used towards Nier, or not towards Nier, towards Thunder.
I would like to say, yeah, if you just fucking listened to yourself, Thunderstruck, you would understand the point Nier was making, because you literally said verbatim, he's going to conveniently gloss over that in regards to the fucking mods and like, I don't know how you're going to sit here and claim and make that point, that you're acting like Nier's being stupid.
Like I said, bro, this video gives me so many flashbacks to me and Nier.
Yeah.
Beefing.
It's just like he's on the other side of it now. It's 10 Discord reacts and I'm starting an OnlyFans. Yo, gas it up, chat. Gas it up. Go.
Later day.
Chat, bomb the whole motherfucking orphanage.
Chat, nuke the server. Go on.
Nuke my server. Go on, do it. Oh, but yeah, no, I don't know how the fuck that's going in one ear and out the other with Thunderstruck. He literally doesn't even remember what the fuck he said.
Objectively wrong with what they did in Tears of the Kingdom. They just took Breath of the Wild and made it the best game possible it could be. Which, from a certain angle, I really appreciate that. But
You say that there's nothing wrong with that, so in that case, where's the problem?
Maybe let Josh finish what he's saying before jumping to conclusions. I think that would really help your case here, or rather slightly improve your content, because you're being extremely hypocritical in this regard. Let them finish what they're saying before you give your input on it.
Yeah, looking back on it, this was kind of a shitty thing of me to do, so yeah, I'll hold that L.
But as someone who's
Thank
fucking
God.
into Breath of the
But you
Wild,
bitched
again,
about
I
it.
get it.
You bitched so much about it being done to you.
Did y'all know that you could be banned for commenting on YouTube? I just got a warning from YouTube. One of my replies to one of the lolicons was too offensive, and they threatened to ban me from commenting, specifically commenting.
Interesting. Very, very
you do.
interesting.
I hope you get banned.
Get banned off.
It's not even an actual ban. I just can't comment.
I hope you get banned off of commenting.
I thought you were gonna say, you know, you can get banned from commentary. I was gonna be like, huh?
You're expelled from the commentary community.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, just this video. Thunderstruck. He don't. He gay as fuck. Thunderstruck kind of gay. W lolicon. Why are you giving a W to the lollies, Buzzley? No! Bad Buzzley. I'm getting the newspaper again.
What?
It means I'm gonna swat him with the newspaper. It's a joke going back to Danny's stream because he was being retarded and said he was gonna eat my robe. I don't know why. Ask him.
Oh no, he just likes being a dog.
Sean coming for Krillix. Well, look out, Crix. He coming.
Oh, no.
John hacked Buzzley's account.
I got a 5'5" midget coming after me that looks lolicon.
Sean entering Krillix's room like.
He heard you like grooming minors. He heard about your girlfriend, Krillix.
Sean's as tall as her. That's the fucking.
He's short as fuck. Man is literally like 5'3", 5'4". It's sad. Any updates on Tomboy? No, I haven't heard of him since he left last year after the nonsense in like January. I want to speak to him. That's not a line I want to hear from anybody. No. No. Thankfully we haven't heard from him, but on some level, yeah, it'd be funny if we did. It'd just be more stupid, pointless drama, but I'm kind of
it would be funny, but at the same time, we're just kind of glad he's gone.
Yeah,
because like, we don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, no, and he's just a nuisance all around. So, fucking hell, I didn't think anybody would ask me about Tomboy at this point, though. Ultimate plot twist: Tomboy and Sean have never been in the same room. Think about it. Well, probably because they're not from the same state, but you know what? They're both pedophiles, so I don't care.
What?
Just dumb joke.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Let's play the video.
Video, okay.
It just kind of sucks to see it replaced like this. Like, I feel
This is where I'm gonna have
insulted
to hop
yet
off.
loved at the
Okay,
same
Nick.
time.
Tears of the
It
Kingdom.
has
Goodbye,
been fun being on stream. Goodbye, chat. Bye, friends.
Bye, friend.
Bye, friend Nick.
Bye.
Bye.
Why?
And he was to never be heard from again.
I'm asking you, I've heard someone say you can beat Bloodborne by dodging left. So I have no fuck. I don't know. I play the games, I like them. I don't know. I'm not a fucking expert.
I don't see why you couldn't just keep dodging left. Just turn your camera.
You're gonna run into the wall.
The wall.
Well,
my
just turn your
favorite.
camera to the right, then you can dodge left even more.
I'm gonna run into the wall.
No.
Kingdom did not replace Breath of the Wild. You can still go
I like I
back
can
and
hear the
play
smile
Breath of
when
the
he
Wild
says
if
that.
you want.
That's the thing, though. Josh doesn't necessarily feel the need to go back to Breath of the Wild anymore because Tears of the Kingdom exists. The difference between the Doom games and the Zelda games is that Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal have their own unique game loops, but Tears of the Kingdom plays the exact same as Breath of the Wild, but has so much more content to play with than its predecessor does. Do you see the problem that Josh is having now? Let them finish what they're saying before you give your input on it.
Not even a
Why does it sound
minute
like he's
later, and
talking
he's
through
doing
a
the same
fan?
thing that he called
She
me
slowed
out
him
for
down.
doing. My guy, if you let me finish speaking, you
Bad
will know
slowdown.
that I also say that there
All
is
right, let's see
content
if
in
he
Breath
got
of the
me
Wild
here.
that isn't available in Tears of the Kingdom. Therefore, Tears of the Kingdom doesn't replace Breath of the Wild because
Hang on, I have to hear that again. What?
I also say that there is content in Breath of the Wild that isn't available in Tears of the Kingdom. Therefore, Tears of the Kingdom.
And we have established between my last stream and this one that content is really just fuck all.
Yeah.
It's not really anything substantial that merits going back to the game.
You got 4 dungeons which function the exact same as one another, and 150 shrines, of which like 40% aren't actual shrines.
The content that does exist in Breath of the Wild that isn't in Tears of the Kingdom isn't anything unique or special. It's just padding. It's just shit. It's just stuff there to do. Tears of the Kingdom has all the same stuff, all the same mechanics and more, and it just gives you more shit to do. I don't like Thunder, the fact that we can keep sitting here and pounding this into your fucking skull and you still don't understand it.
I don't understand his point with the shrines either, because the shrines function the exact same way. So,
Also, he's going to talk about what he says that I cut him off supposedly for. But
Yeah.
the thing is, I also address that point. I say that he's taking it way too literally.
I mean,
no, he doesn't. He doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's something else he's about to say right here, if I remember correctly.
let us watch then. Let us find out.
Replace Breath of the Wild because you can't get that content within Tears of the Kingdom. And this isn't the case like the GTA trilogy where they delisted the originals. You can still buy Breath of the Wild at the fucking eShop and most retailers still have it in stock.
No, Thunder, you're taking this way too literally.
You disingenuous bitch. By the time of me recording this is about the 5th time I've watched Nier's video, and I don't know how I didn't catch this until now, but he cut out a crucial piece of context from my whole point.
It wasn't
here.
crucial.
Because between the previous segment and this segment, there is something very important I said, so let's see what the full context is. Tears of the Kingdom did not replace Breath of the Wild. You can still go back and play Breath of the Wild if you want. There is content within Breath of the Wild that is not within Tears of the Kingdom, such as 120 shrines or all the fucking dungeons. And this isn't the case like the GTA trilogy where they delisted the originals. You can still buy
He
Breath
cut
of
out
the
3
Wild
seconds.
at the fucking eShop,
That didn't
and most
matter.
retailers still
Wouldn't have
it in
changed
stock.
anything.
There is content within Breath of the Wild.
Okay,
that is not within
you're just repeating it. Okay, thank you, Thunder.
You're repeating yourself.
Literally, none of that substantiates your point. Because we've already argued this.
And it doesn't matter. None of this matters because you've already tried explaining the quote-unquote new content in Breath of the Wild that's not in Tears of the Kingdom. So basically, in this clip that you're claiming that I cut out important context of, you repeated yourself. That's why I didn't play it.
This was literally you repeating yourself and it didn't substantiate fuck all on your point. I do not blame Nier for cutting this out, because it was just fucking padding. It was just fluff at this point.
Yeah, it's an attempt to prevent Nier from repeating himself.
I mean, yeah, I'll do that shit too. I mean, usually in my video, if I get to a point where I'm repeating something for like the second time, I'll be like, if I have to bring this up again, I'm just not going to. I'm just going to skip past it. So, congrats, ThunderStruck. You got him trying to cut down on the video. Congrats.
You don't act like I don't understand why Thunder thinks that the shrines are some like big oh gotcha, like oh it's so much more no, it's the exact same fucking shrines that are in fucking Tears of the Kingdom.
Literally, it just looks like the same game, just more shit to do.
The only difference between the shrines is the look of them on the outside. That's the only difference. Otherwise, they're the exact same fucking shrines. They have the exact same purpose.
Ugh, ThunderStruck, I just can't with your video, man.
Kingdom, such as 120 shrines or all the fucking dungeons. There is content.
Yes, please repeat it and make it louder.
Important piece of context to my point. That makes the rest of this segment of his completely irrelevant. And quite frankly, this puts every single response video that Brother
It makes the rest of what you have to do. Fuck your arguments, Nier.
Nier has ever made into question. Like, dude, are you this disingenuous with everybody you make a video on? Yes, I might have.
So he's questioning my credibility in this segment.
Yes, this is what I was talking
ThunderStruck. You have made videos on a lot of the same videos that Nier and I have. And then you have seen the videos that he has made after the fact. You know what he's cutting out of those videos. Why are you all of a sudden acting like him cutting out 10 seconds from yours that you thought was important context means he's some disingenuous bitch throughout his entire career now? You've seen firsthand what he's done. I'm gonna hammer in on this, because what the fuck? That's stupid.
Again, loud equals smart with this man. Just because he's loud does not mean he's smart. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. You've made videos.
That was kinda a low ball. That was a low ball. Good job, Thunder.
You've made videos on a lot of the same shit that Nier has. You know what he would have cut out of those videos after making your own responses to them. You know what he's done. Why are you questioning that credibility now? Thunder on his period, for real.
Uh-oh, not his boy period.
Oh, fuck. That got to me. He's questioning your entire career. You know this man.
If it's any consolation, I don't really give a fuck about what Thunder thinks about my credibility. I don't really like him all that much anymore.
That's not the point I'm getting at, whether or not you care or like it. It's just fucking hilarious to me that he even tries to begin with, given what he knows about you, given that he's, like, everything I just said. You guys would hang out in VC. You've responded to the same videos. He's seen your responses. He's seen you editing some of them. This is just completely retarded.
I'm not really going to have someone's opinion hold that much weight when I think their opinions were dog shit to begin with. Even with the fact that they've hung out with me and seen my videos firsthand, like, your opinions are shit, so I don't really give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck what you think about my credibility.
Bro pulled slander. Good job. Bro had no other argument. Let's slander. Good fucking job.
He just has sand in his vagina, ew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that got me. That's sad. That's just low. This is just low, Thunder.
I laughed my ass off when I heard that the first time.
Oh, that's just fucking low.
in this video, and yes, I will take the L for that, but at least I left the context in there because it would still be there after my segment. This dude went out of his way to remove it from the video completely. Honestly, it's a good thing that it happened to me since I'm a commentary response channel and I call out this kind of bullshit.
I'm so glad it happened to you.
Because being a commentary response channel completely makes you immune to all criticism, right?
No, I'm glad it happened to him because it's funny.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my fucking god.
I mean, if I really want to, Thunder, I can question your credibility too, considering the tangent you had in the beginning of this video that you thought I was lowering the quality of your video on purpose. You claiming that that's a bad look on my part. Pretty much 99% of the arguments you made in this video, I'm questioning your credibility. I'm questioning how you got to 1K.
Yeah, I don't know. Just... I'll agree with him. I am glad it happened to him. But not for the same reasons.
He's done this too. Yeah, for those wondering why I don't cut shit out of the video entirely and I instead speed past it with the music playing, it's to show people that there is stuff that I'm speeding past because I don't think it's relevant.
You know what you could do?
People care about that.
You know what you could do instead, Thunder, which would also be easy, is say that you were just verbally announced. Takes about 3 seconds to do this, mind you. Verbally announce to everybody, there's shit that don't matter. Me Skippy. Then go to the next part that matter. Fucking
like I did
done.
with your video. Kind of like what I did with his video. I skipped over the fluff to go straight into the points I want to make about Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, but if you really, like, just to entertain the point he's making here, just show people there's stuff that I'm skipping past, just fucking tell them. Takes 3 seconds. Guys, there's shit in the video that I don't give a fuck about. Moving on. Like, how hard is that? You don't need to just needlessly pad out your video by jamming that shit in there and speeding it up. Doesn't matter if you speed it up 10 times, for fuck's sake.
Way, it's blatantly obvious when I'm speeding past something that I don't think is relevant, so people can go to the original video and check it to make sure. Cutting it out entirely gives no such indication, which is why I avoid doing it whenever possible. Speaking of which...
Well, then take my advice.
So now what would I do here? Have both of these games be open-ended in their own way. Leave Breath of the Wild with its focus on the open-ended exploration, and give Tears of the Kingdom a focus on open-ended puzzle solving and combat.
I just want to point out the fact that the comment that Josh left on my video here says that he actually gives me everything after this, so technically everything that Nier says in Josh's defense from this point onwards is completely irrelevant, but I'm gonna respond to it anyway.
I mean, I would like to say that everything you said about Josh's video is completely irrelevant because it was just a fucking opinion piece to begin with. His entire drama was pointless.
It is entirely pointless because it's just my opinion beater, and I love how you act like this matters, like what Josh said in his comment under your video. I love how you think that matters when people can have different opinions on your video to begin with.
Me Skippy saying nothing, but yeah, I have retarded speak sometimes.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop off the stream here, but I'll still be in the chat, so.
Alright, well bye, Krieg.
Okay. Later, y'all.
Well bye. Have y'all heard from Potato since he quit? He DMs me occasionally, but I haven't heard from him in a couple of weeks. He said he was doing something for a few months. He was like taking some trip or something. Also, I noticed Potato deleted his goodbye video. Yes, he did. It was for personal reasons. I will not elaborate any further, because it doesn't need to be.
Why? Because it's fun, that's why. Tears of the Kingdom already has open-ended puzzle solving.
Yes, but Josh would prefer if Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom had their own unique gameplay loops. He literally just said that he wants Breath of the Wild to focus a lot more on its open world exploration, and then he wants Tears of the Kingdom to be a more linear experience with its open-ended puzzle solvings. My guy, you completely struggle to comprehend what Josh wants in his video.
My guy, saying that the game should have open-ended puzzle solving and combat says nothing about the overall structure of the game and if it's linear or not. That's like saying that the next Halo game should have a focus on its shooting combat. That doesn't tell me if it's going to be open world like Halo Infinite was, or linear like all the previous Halo games. Therefore, saying that Tears of the Kingdom should have had more of a focus on open...
He's saying that the points you brought up in regards, like, what you brought up in terms of, Tears of the Kingdom being more linear or not, doesn't actually tell him whether or not the game's going to be linear. Like, he's saying those things could be in a game that's open world or linear, basically. That's what I'm getting from it anyway.
I'm confused.
Well, I'll go back and let you try and listen to it real quick.
It's open-ended puzzle solvings. My guy, you completely struggle to comprehend what Josh wants in his video.
My guy, saying that the game should have open-ended puzzle
So
solving
I'm basically
and
saying
combat
in this
says
clip
nothing
that what Basically, what Josh wants is the games to be different from one each other.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's probably what the background was last time. That's probably what it is. I can shut that off. One sec. Near entertain. Will you guys entertain stream for like 5 seconds?
Okay.
Okay, entertainment.
I like how almost everyone in this little autist community tasted the rainbow. Yeah, everyone we seem to meet just turns out to be gay.
Oh no.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello.
Also, do we want to get Lucas on? If Lucas is still here. He is.
He is here. Sure, fuck it.
I am not gay, for the record. Yes, you are, Crix.
You're closeted.
Invite Lucas to the group chat.
I'll do it.
We are inviting you, Lucas. We'll wait for him to join.
Have I played Darktide? No. He said give him a few minutes. He's turning on his PC.
Okay, we'll keep going for now then.
About the overall structure of the game and if it's linear or not. That's like saying that the next Halo game should have a focus on its shooting combat. That doesn't tell me if it's going to be open world like Halo Infinite.
Nothing about what I
linear
said
like all the
is about the
previous Halo
focus
games.
of the game. I never specified what the focus of the game is supposed to be. I was saying that Josh wants Tears of the Kingdom to be more linear so that it stands out compared to Breath of the Wild. Let Breath of the Wild focus on open world. Let Tears of the Kingdom focus on being a linear story.
I mean, I know that was your point, but I think what he's trying to say is that the things you listed, I guess you could chalk it up to poor wording, or something like that anyway. Because he's basically saying the things you listed don't tell him whether or not the game's going to be open world. I know what your point was. I'm sure most people do. But ThunderStruck's also retarded.
If I wanted to specify that Tears of the Kingdom would be open world, I would have said so.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Therefore, saying that Tears of the Kingdom should have had more of a focus on open-ended puzzle solving is completely redundant, seeing as it already has a focus on open-ended puzzle solving to begin with. It was a pointless statement, and he really should have just skipped to the part where he said he wanted the game to be more linear. Because back when I was playing this game religiously...
So yeah, he's basically saying that the shit you said didn't tell him anything. Like I said.
Then he's fucking retarded. What Josh wants, because we know that open-ended puzzle solving is already in Tears of the Kingdom, but like that should be the main experience so that it separates itself from Breath of the Wild. Give people a reason to play both games so that it's not just the same game but better.
To be fair, he didn't
be a more linear experience.
To be fair, he didn't really even argue against that part of your actual point. He just kind of nitpicked the fact that what you were saying didn't really allude to whether the game was going to be open world or linear, or it doesn't solidify those things anyway. So he didn't really even address your actual points.
So fucking stupid.
Hello, Golden Apples, how are you? But yeah, no, he completely missed that. Or... whether or not he missed it, he didn't address it, was my point.
Brother would always play whenever I wasn't.
We do not care.
So Breath of the Wild went for a more general open-ended approach, which I love, but Tears went for the exact same approach. So what if it went for a more linear approach, like classic Zelda?
Wow, Thunder, you hear that? He wants it to be more linear. Almost like that's what he's been trying to say when he was talking about the game's puzzle solving.
I never said that he didn't want the game to be more linear. Once again, you completely
It's not about
missed
you
the
not
point.
saying it.
The ThunderStruck's under the impression that because you were arguing something, that means he thinks you think he said these things.
It's not about you not saying it, Thunder. It's the fact you're acting like it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hi, Lucas.
Hello. I have nothing of substance to say. I'm just here to be autistic.
Amazing.
Me too.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Lucas. It's also good to talk to you. It's been a while.
Yeah. 7 to 8 months. As in, been a while.
It has been a fair amount of time, yes. But yeah, hi, Lucas. He's the Lucas. But yeah, no, so, like, regardless of Thunderstruck actually saying, or, like, regardless of if he said this shit or not, is not really the point. And I don't think he understands what you're trying to argue here either, Nier. I don't think he understands that you are trying to tell him the point of Josh's video, and that he wants a more linear experience. I don't really understand what he's extrapolating from you here, but it just doesn't add up to me.
Yeah, no, he's just like, oh, I never said this.
Oh,
I think Thunder should just give everybody a maple syrup hand job and then we can all be friends again.
Sounds awful. That sounds genuinely awful.
You don't want a maple syrup hand job?
No. Bitch,
Only
why
by
would
a
I?
goth e-girl at IHOP. I agree.
Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on.
You can have open-ended puzzle solving in both an open-world game and a linear game. Simply saying that the game should have an emphasis on open-ended puzzle solving tells me nothing about the game's overall structure, because open-ended puzzle solving and open worlds are not mutually exclusive.
But with the same physics-based puzzles and combat that both of these games have. And from the first few trailers, it seemed like Tears was going to have a more linear approach, and then the game came out and that was not at all the case.
Oh my god, you really are a special kind of stupid if you genuinely thought that Tears of the Kingdom was going to be linear. I mean, literally fucking nothing pointed at it being a linear game. In fact, it literally shows you doing a bunch of shit in the open world.
My guy, the first reveal trailer of Tears of the Kingdom, which back then was just known as Breath of the Wild 2, looked a lot more linear than what Tears of the Kingdom turned out to be. You've got to have tunnel vision to not recognize that.
I'm glad we used the same meme in a row now.
Are you talking about the initial reveal trailer from E3 2019? Because that's a big fucking yikes if that's the case, seeing as that trailer did not show even a single second of gameplay footage. How are you going to sit there and say that the gameplay looks more linear when there is no gameplay footage to be seen in that trailer? All we got was a CGI cutscene, and all that really told us was that it was a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild and had the same art style. I mean, hell, I think the fact that at the time it was literally called Breath of the Wild 2 should clue you into the fact that it's going to play more similar to Breath of the Wild, because, you know, that's usually how direct...
They can still play similarly. That doesn't mean it's going... That doesn't... I'm gonna flip it right back on you, Thunder. That tells me nothing on whether the game's going to be linear or open world. You fuckhead. That absolutely tells me nothing. And I can totally understand from the trailer, because Krillix showed me after this whole fucking drama started, that even though it's just a fucking cutscene, I could totally understand the mentality of people thinking it could be a more linear game. Even though it's called Breath of the Wild 2. That doesn't tell me that's going to be a fucking open world game or linear. Just because it's going to have the same gameplay.
You don't need to see gameplay footage to see if a game's going to be open world or linear. You don't really need to see gameplay at all to determine what kind of game it's going to be. Like the StarCraft 2 trailer, which showed no gameplay. Like, I can't tell what's going to be in the game just based on the trailer, but I know it's going to be an RTS because it's StarCraft.
I don't know.
Krillix asking some real questions in the chat.
You don't need to see gameplay footage to see if a game is going to be open world or linear.
No, not that. Scroll up.
Why?
Read what the other fucking thing you said.
I do not see. Oh, I see. If you're gay, shut up. No. I'm not reading the rest of that, Krillix. I'm not validating you.
I mean, I can read it.
And once we did get
If you're gay, are you technically half
No.
gay since you like both?
No.
Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
Straight means you only
No.
have the opposite sex. So can you be half straight?
Moving on.
Others made it abundantly clear that it was another open world game like Breath of the Wild. So yeah, if you bought Tears of the Kingdom expecting it not to be an open world game, that's on fucking you.
If you bought it, yeah. We're not talking about buying. He was talking about the fucking initial reveal, you fuckwit. What the hell? No one said anything about buying it expecting it to be linear, you dipshit. By that point, they damn well know it's open world. The fuck, Thunder?
Yeah, make it more linear. First off, we have to get rid of 2 of the maps in the game. Since, obviously, we can't just have the base game's map, we can just cut out the base game's map and the Sky Islands.
And now this dude suggesting that Tears of the Kingdom cuts 2/3 of its content, like what the fuck? I thought the whole point was to make Tears of the Kingdom...
No, he's suggesting they cut out a bunch of open world that would be unnecessary fluff if they made it a linear game. He's not saying if they make the same game the way it is now to cut a bunch of content out that's retarded. And you know that, Thunderstruck. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I mean, putting the video aside, can we just talk about how fucking shitty his thumbnails are?
Yeah, no,
thumbnails
Krillix brings up his thumbnails all the time. Krillix is not like his thumbnails. Krillix fucking hates them.
They're so bad.
Like, I don't think they're good either, but like Krillix has a special need to like bring them up and hate them sometimes.
They're like one step above fucking TBG's fucking thumbnails.
I need to see this man's thumbnails.
Have you not seen ThunderStruck's thumbnails?
I have not.
Okay, alright, just watch my
videos.
watch my stream. We'll just take a quick detour over to his channel.
It's like if you tried to make fucking thumbnails in like Google Slides or some shit.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm showing them off for the stream anyway.
Graphic design is my passion.
I mean,
why is it a rainbow gradient?
I don't know. I don't know why it's any of the things, Danny. It's awful.
I mean, I think we can all agree mine are the best.
He's just not good with thumbnail.
If Vanos was a commentary channel.
They are. They are though. That is his fucking thumbnail style.
Just Vanos thumbnails, but worse. They're worse in every way.
Design is my passion.
Yeah, these are a thing.
They're a thumbnail, alright? Yep, that's a thumbnail.
So yes, that's some of ThunderStruck's thumbnails.
Like I said, I've been playing Portal with RTX on Steam Deck. It is the best way to play Portal with RTX. What's your take? Here's my take, Raymond. I don't care.
I was like chilling out for RTX Portal.
I don't care for
Portal.
Portal.
For the last hour.
I don't play Portal. I don't care Portal.
Dude, I made like 3 Steam Deck videos and I never fucking bought one.
I defended it. I was gonna get one, but I just don't have that much of a drive or need for one right now.
I was gonna get one too, but then I lost interest.
I didn't exactly lose interest. I just don't have as much of a need for one right now. I might in the future still get one.
Them better, not worse.
I mean, obviously, if you're going to make a game linear, then you don't really need to prioritize having open world content. So I'd say it's pretty fair to say that he would cut out 2 of the worlds. If you didn't cut him off like you are now, he would start explaining a lot more in depth on what he would add if Tears of the Kingdom was a linear experience.
Alright, yeah, I'll take that L.
Also, if Josh's proposal of turning Tears of the Kingdom linear is supposed to make the
Thank
game
you.
worse in your eyes, then you're basically saying that this new version of Tears of the
If
Kingdom
only you
would
could
be
do that
bad
for the
because
whole
of, like,
video,
the
but
older
it-
Zelda games, which
Yes.
is retarded. Zelda playing
I
like
wish you
Zelda
could
doesn't
too,
mean
Dan.
it's the same game entirely, and it doesn't mean it's worse.
I never said that it would be a bad game, I just said that it wouldn't be as good as the Tears of the Kingdom we actually got. Why? Well, because
You
the
don't know
structure of
that.
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is better than the structure than most of
You
the
don't know
previous
that it
Zelda
wouldn't be
games.
as good,
Structure-
Thunder.
After Zelda 1 on the NES, they made games more linear due to hardware constraints and to make the story easier to program. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom brought back the original vision. Yes, but they are also, I think Person Man Guy just says, Zelda is pretty unpredictable when it comes to the new installments too. Yeah, that's also, it's very accurate.
That is a good factor to it too. Like Thunder saying that making Tears of the Kingdom more linear would make it worse or not as good as Breath of the Wild. You don't know that.
No. They're really... I mean, I'm sure a lot of people that wanted an open world game would be disappointed in that, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a worse game objectively. Also, here we are. I just want to spin this back because of the first stream. We had a whole argument about games not being able to be objectively better or worse. It's only subjectivity. But he's saying that this game wouldn't be as good as an objective statement when ThunderStruck's original argument was that that's not a...
design. So game design is objective.
I'm just wrapping my mind around that now. Did he catch that? Well, obviously not. Like,
no.
Thunder, you realize you're having conflicting logic at this point now, right? Because we argued about that in the last stream for like a half hour. Fucking hell.
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is better than the structure than most of the previous Zelda games. Hence why I like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom more than those previous Zelda games. But hell, if you want to ask me how I think that Josh's proposal of Tears of the Kingdom would be worse than the Tears of the Kingdom we actually got, then, you know, maybe you should be asking Josh that same question, because he said this near the end of the video.
I still think the Tears of the Kingdom we actually got is still a better game than the sequel I had in mind. And we completely over all the depths. Give you way more to do down there. Get rid of the dark stuff.
Well aware he said this.
I'd say basically just make them act like a modern rendition of Terra from Majora's Mask. And what you gotta do is in the opening cutscene, Zelda actually falls now. She doesn't get transported back in time. She falls down into the depths, and Link chases after her. And then it turns out she got captured by Ganondorf, so Link has to rescue Zelda and find a way out of the depths. Have specific quests you have to do in order. Obviously, we'd be cutting the flashbacks and finding those out in the overworld, but I don't really think anybody's gonna miss those.
No, but you know what I do miss? Being able to hear you clearly, because once again, your music is way too fucking loud.
I mean, sure, maybe he could work on his audio balancing just a little bit, but it's not so bad to the point you can't understand what he's saying.
I never said that I couldn't understand.
Game King flashbacks.
Never said you couldn't understand his thunder.
Didn't he just say that? Bro, he has goldfish memory.
No, I just need to hear him say it again.
No, but you know what I do miss? Being able to hear you clearly, because once again, your music is way too fucking loud.
I mean, sure, maybe
being able to hear him clearly
could work on his audio balancing just a little bit, but it's not so bad to the point you can't understand what he's saying.
I never said that I couldn't understand him. I just said it was a bit harder because once again, his
being able to hear. So we're just playing a stupid game of semantics, Thunderstruck. What the fuck? You're agreeing with him, but arguing for the sake of arguing. Shut up. Just admit that you just want him to turn the volume. You're literally agreeing with Nier at this point. Oh my god.
This is the man that tried questioning my credibility earlier.
You're arguing for the sake of argument while agreeing with the man. I don't know how you did it. You found a way. You fucking idiot.
Congratulations. Do you want a gold star?
Dark Side of Thunder when
Goldfish Tomboy reference, yes.
Hold on, I'm making the video right now.
Cue the fucking Killing Floor music.
Goldfish's Tomboy reference. Oh, fuck.
Suppose you were feeding a goldfish.
Fucking hell. This is the worst video Thunder has ever uploaded. To be fair, I haven't watched all his videos, so a worse one could exist, but it's definitely one of the worst ones of his that I've watched. And $2 from friend Nick. Snickers bar. Hooray, I can get another Snickers bar. Thank you, Nick. I can buy 2 now. I still have to wait for YouTube to pay me, but I can get 2 when they do.
You should give one to Thunder, because you know yourself when you're hungry.
I don't think...
It's true.
That's the missing piece of the puzzle.
I don't think that's gonna fix this, Lucas. I don't think that's gonna fix this problem.
You gotta have faith. Put
faith in this. I don't have any faith for Thunderstruck, Lucas. I'm sorry.
The Snickers bar will save everything, and if that doesn't work, you can always give him Tyrone's little Kit Kat. If you catch my meaning.
I don't think anything's gonna fix them.
That Kit Kat isn't little, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, speaking of experience, all right.
Where's the road breach shut the fuck up clip when you need it? Yes, that was the bet. That whole fucking video. Jesus, that whole video. There was just so many moments.
Sergey, fun fact, both of my videos on Road Breach are still up. You can get the clip from there.
He's good.
Dude, that fucking 1 hour Road Breach video, it fucking killed me.
Thunder would end up eating the candy bar with the wrapper.
He's true.
Krillix, he's true. I have to pin that. It's actually so fucking true.
The texture is that's just amazing.
Yeah, it's so fucking true.
It doesn't taste very good. I don't like the paper.
I don't like the shell.
Yeah, the shell's kind of nice.
Why the peel on my candy bar tastes funny? Oh my fuck.
Z Nexus said he would suck the Wii with foreskin on.
Oh, okay. Moving on. Fucking hell.
His music is louder than this voiceover. Like, the thing I am engaging in right now is called constructive criticism, even if it is through a layer of sarcasm and satire.
Yes, constructive criticism, but your original wording made it out to be like you literally couldn't understand Josh, and then when Nier said that that's not the case, you think he just needs to lower his volume some, which he does. He just needs to lower the fucking gain on the, or the volume, whatever the fuck, on his music. You're literally agreeing with him. You're literally agreeing with Nier, and still being a snarky douchebag about it, because you feel some need to say that you can't understand Josh when you didn't mean that. I'm sorry, that's just stupid. This whole point is just dumb, Thunder.
Since again this has less of a focus on exploration and more on puzzles and combat, have more of those classic dungeons in the game. As much as I love the shrines and tears of the kingdom, I think you're gonna have to take them out and instead have way more dungeons and tiers, like double the count. Or if you really want to get crazy, since this would still be an open world game, fucking triple the count. And
My guy, not even a minute ago you said you were making this linear like the classic Zelda games, but now you're saying it's gonna be open world. Like, dude, make up your fucking mind.
No, dumbass, that's not what he's fucking saying. He is saying that since he wants Tears of the Kingdom to go with the more linear approach, he would add more dungeons so that there's more content to go through, and that it would also give Tears of the Kingdom its own identity so that it's not just Breath of the Wild 2. Once again, he wants the game to be unique so that Breath of the Wild has a purpose.
Holy fuck, Nier. Do you have the ability to actually listen and understand the words that are coming out of Josh's
Yes, unlike
mouth?
you.
Here, let me make this blatantly obvious for you.
So
This sounds
Breath
like
of
a
the Wild
South
went
Park
for a more
episode. Just speed it up and pitch it up.
This is a South Park episode now, yes.
I'm gonna be real.
Oh,
sorry.
fuck.
Let me make
It's
this
okay, don't
blatantly
worry.
obvious for you.
We're all
So
being
Breath of the
stupid
Wild
right now.
went for a more general, open-ended approach, which I love, but Tears went for the exact same approach. So what if it went for a more linear approach, like classic Zelda?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Have way more dungeons and tiers, like double the count, or if you really want to get crazy.
Wait,
since
did
this would still be an
Thunder
open world
fucking,
game,
or was that Josh that like added the little edit in?
The
It's
1
Thunder.
minute, yeah, that was Thunder.
Didn't Thunder bitch about, you know, context being removed or whatever?
Well, right now he's trying to play specific shit because it was already said earlier. It's not that he skipped past it. It's
my bad. My brain's fried. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, he's
I
not.
had a fucking 4-hour shift in retail. Motherfuckers, stupid ass customers leaving half-empty coffees everywhere, bro.
Dude, I wouldn't last 2 hours in retail, to be fair. I would be driven nuts by the first customer, probably. So.
Dude, when I was taking out the fucking garbage, I like lift the fucking bag, and as soon as I fucking like lift it, it fucking rips into half from the bottom, and fucking coffee spills all over the fucking floor, bro. Like, no, just kill me.
You enjoy that, Lucas. But yeah, no.
Dude, the whole floor was just fucking so sticky and squishy. You could just hear that. Everybody just fucking walking with little fucking sneakers.
Thank you for the Lucas ASMR description. Thank you. I'm sure Stream very much enjoyed knowing this.
I'm gonna give you a fucking repeat. Enjoyed the sound effects.
Alright. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, he's not skipping past anything here. He's just playing specific clips.
My
double the
bad.
count. And what if it went for a more linear approach, like classic Zelda? But since this would still be an open world game, what if it went for a more linear approach, like classic Zelda? But since this would still be an open world game,
No, dumbass, that's not.
Very
So wasn't that literally a part of, like, as what if, like, if Tears of the Kingdom still wanted to be open world? Because I know Josh didn't really... He was a little back and forth with his points, because he even says he worded it poorly, but I understand he was making the argument at one point where it was like, if Tears of the Kingdom does still like if they still wanted to be or have like wanted if it was still going to be open world, but he wanted to change it up to still make it different because he was throwing out a lot of different ideas. That's why that's.
I hope so.
Am I back?
No,
What?
it's
No.
the microphone cut out.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh
I see your stream still.
What
The
happened?
stream's
we're having
It might have just been
already-
Discord
Technical
then.
difficulties, chat.
It might have
Bear
just
with
been
us.
Discord then.
It's over.
Does my stream still go? Hang on, let me check stream.
Well, I guess that's it.
Part 3.
I think it's a Discord issue.
I think it
can
was
see
just
I see
Discord
his
because my stream
I
didn't.
can hear him on his stream, but not on Discord.
My stream didn't lag at all,
Is
and
Discord going down?
well, Discord has been having issues.
Should we call him?
My ping is 5,000. That's great. This is good. Hang on.
His ping is 5,000.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
It begins.
Discord's breaking.
No,
It's over.
he's typing. Is Discord?
Discord brokey.
It is indeed
no.
Discord. Can you guys hear me or not?
Hello,
Yeah, now
there
you're
you
good.
go.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I had 5,000 ping. My stream was still fine, and I could hear you guys fine. Everything was fine.
It's probably a regional Discord server reboot.
Because
We had one earlier.
Discord earlier, just all the servers wanted to die. Literally all of them.
Yeah, it was a degrading server
You
information.
wanna know
error.
why? You wanna know why it happens? It's because the admins on Discord are downloading porn.
Furry porn.
Unironically, Mir,
specifically.
but by the way they described the error earlier as being a degrading server error, I think you might be right.
It was
Alright.
furry porn.
Well, as long as
Was it
Oh,
inspired by cars?
barring any other technical difficulties here with Discord, we're fine with the stream. So I'm going back over. But what I was trying to say was that I know Josh originally was wording his points very poorly, but he was originally trying to say he wanted the sequel to be linear, but at the point that he's talking now, that ThunderStruck's trying to catch him in some gotcha, it's like, I'm pretty sure he was talking about if Tears of the Kingdom still had to be open world. Because again, I know Josh's points were all over the place. I'll agree with ThunderStruck there that he worded his video pretty bad. Like, his points are a little everywhere.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I could just bring up that his wording is poor. Like, his points are all over the place.
Well, I mean, because I'm pretty sure that is what Josh was talking about in that moment. It's been a little while since I saw ThunderStruck's first video. I didn't watch I didn't just watch Josh's video. I've only seen it through ThunderStruck's. But if I recall his point correctly there, that's what he was saying.
Clearly fucking sad.
Have some of the dungeons be optional. Not all of them, or even most of them, just like maybe 3, and then bring back hard pieces and implement them into the world, like how they are in Classic Zelda, where you have to solve the puzzle to get them. Now, we gotta talk about the powers, because I've been back and forth on whether you should keep them or not, and I'm thinking, yeah, keep the powers, they are so fucking good. They make puzzles so much better, it's not even comparable to Breath of the Wild, and they make the puzzles way more open-ended. So you make sure, like, each puzzle has 4 or 5 solutions to it, and yeah, the rest should be good. This way, you like the open-ended exploration, go anywhere, do anything shit in Breath of the Wild, you still have that game to go back to, but now if you want to play the more open-ended puzzle solving in Tears of the Kingdom, you have that to go back to. Also, I think the combat should be improved. I'm not sure exactly what should be changed, that isn't already changed because of the new powers, but just have it be more tactical and have you, like, have to think about it more, instead of just mashing Y.
My guy, there is more to the combat than just mashing Y. You know, you have dodges, you have heavy attacks, you have shields, you have different weapon types, you have the fuse mechanic, you have the zone 9 devices, you have arrows which can attack any material too. In fact, there are some enemies like the boss Bokoblin that are specifically designed
Pretty
to
sure
hit
this is the part where I say I
really
never
get
played
killed.
Tears of the
Like, I'm not
Kingdom,
gonna
so I
say
can't
combat's as deep
comment.
as fucking Elden Ring, but there's more to it than just mashing Y.
Now, I've never played Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't have any intention to, so I can't really comment on this. But my best guess as to what Josh is trying to say is to make the combat feel more like a traditional Zelda game, rather than something along what Breath of the Wild did. Again, that's just my best guess. I've never played Tears of the Kingdom.
I don't think you could have made that fact any more fucking obvious. No, Josh wasn't saying to make the combat system more like the older Zelda games, he was saying to make it more tactical. If anything, that would be even less like the older Zelda games, seeing as combat in those games was a lot
How is the older
simpler. I mean,
combat
the
in
only
Zelda
thing you
not
can really say
tactical?
was more tactical about the older Zelda games.
I wouldn't know. I haven't played them.
Yeah, me either. We need Krillix. Let's comment on this.
I think the only good Zelda game is Wind Waker on GameCube.
Wind Waker.
So the best experience I have with Zelda is, yeah, I played Wind Waker, but I also played a lot of Twilight Princess. I'm just very curious on what I'm very curious on how the older combat in Zelda is not tactical. Like, I'm very curious on how it's not.
Tears of the Kingdom combat is just dodge, then attack, rinse, and repeat. Older Zelda games is also mostly spam attack button.
Well, in the older Zelda games, too, I mean, it's kind of similar to Breath of the Wild, but, like...
I'm just reading what Krillix said is all.
I know, but, like, even with that being said, how is the older Zelda games combat not tactical?
I mean, if it's just spam attack button, I don't really think that is tactical.
Well, it's not really just spam attack button. Like, unless you're just trying to deal a lot of damage, you gotta think carefully on when they're gonna attack and just block their attacks.
I don't know. I haven't played them. I can't comment there. The Zelda games have a very different attack function because you use a fucking Wiimote, but that's besides the point. Yeah.
I love my Wii remote.
I guess so, because most of my Zelda experience was from Twilight Princess.
Raymond YouTube 1, you keep asking a lot of very random questions about just very random shit. I want you to know that if they don't have that much to do with the topic, I'm probably not going to answer them.
The fact that you can't hoard nearly as many healing items as you can in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but in pretty much every other aspect, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom has a far deeper combat system, and it's not even close. And even on my point where you can hoard a bunch of healing items in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, that's kind of counteracted by the fact that enemies do a lot more damage per hit than they ever did in any of the classic Zelda games. Like, in most of the classic Zelda games, enemies might do, like, 1.5 to 2 hearts of damage on the higher end, versus in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, it is not uncommon to lose 6 or 7 hearts due to a single hit. The only other Zelda game that comes anywhere close to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom's combat system is maybe Skyward Sword because of the motion controls. But games like Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, the combat in that game is not particularly deep or challenging.
Make enemies like a timed puzzle of their own, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all the changes.
Yeah, no.
So that's how I think these
I
games could
don't have anything to say about those games, so.
Again, this stuff is not necessarily picking up the
I haven't played most of them besides Wind Waker.
You also have a shitload of health you can get in TOTK, so it balances out. Well, what is the max heart, like, how many, like, yeah, just how many hearts can you get in Tears of the Kingdom? So if you lose, like, 6 or 7 in a hit.
40.
Well, then, I know you ain't getting 40 hearts. Well, Krillix says 20. Okay. So is it 20 or 40?
Google said 40.
Google
Probably
says 40.
Due to some, like, power up or something.
Some shit then. Either and or, that seems like a lot more than what you would have gotten in most of the older games. At least from what I've remembered. Because at least from shit, I'm talking about shit from like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, because those are the ones that I remember a bit of growing up. So.
Yeah, there's also the armor in Tears of the Kingdom that lets you take less damage. So it balances out the damage and enemies even more in that game. In the older Zelda games, you didn't have armor.
No armor for you. Armor be yet.
With the Tears of the Kingdom idea I had. I still think the Tears of the Kingdom we actually got is still a better game than the sequel I had in mind. I only brought it up as a way to make Tears of the Kingdom differentiate itself more from Breath of the Wild. But I still think
that's the most important part of the video that Thunder just glosses over too.
Is still a better game than the sequel I had in mind.
Are you gonna make a video responding to this or no?
No.
So, I mean, Thunder just fixates on the very first part of that statement, but I think the second part of it is just as important there.
Kingdom we actually got its sequels, like with the Tears of the Kingdom idea I had. I still think the Tears of the Kingdom we actually got is still a better game than the sequel I had in mind. I only brought it up as a way to make Tears of the Kingdom differentiate itself more from Breath of the Wild.
I think the second part of that statement is very important too, Thunderstruck.
Very important.
He only fixates on the first part of it as a gotcha, but I believe the second part of that statement is just as important as the first. He's literally saying how it's literally, like, the whole thing was his opinion piece. I've established that. And he's just trying to say that, yeah, no, the game we got was still great, but I wanted to propose ideas for ways that sequels can differentiate themselves more. Basically, just take more risks. Because they could still be great, but he wants to see that. He wants to see them try different things. I'm just fucking hell.
I still think the Tears of the Kingdom we actually got is still a better game than the sequel I had in mind.
And we're only
this
gonna
dude
focus on
literally
that part.
fucking admits that Tears of the Kingdom, as it currently exists, is better than what he's envisioning for Tears of the Kingdom. So again, what the fuck is the problem here?
I only brought it up as a way to make Tears of the Kingdom differentiate itself more from Breath of the Wild. I only brought it up as a way to make Tears of the Kingdom differentiate itself more from Breath of the Wild. I only brought it up
It was very important.
as a way to make Tears of the Kingdom differentiate itself more from Breath of the Wild.
Let them
Oh, hello,
finish
reject.
what they're saying before you give your input on it.
At this point, this shit just writes itself because, my guy, if you literally wait just a couple more seconds, I will explain why this statement of Josh is fucking stupid. He keeps saying he wants these changes so that Tears of the Kingdom would be a better sequel, yet here we have him admitting that it would make it a worse sequel, and that he just wants to change it just for the sake of it being different. When
No, that's not what he's saying, though.
Thunder? No, hold on. You want to know what's funny about that, Thunder? The fact that you're telling me to let you finish? I respond to this section, you fucking retard. Do you not realize that? I respond to this very fucking section that you're complaining that I just cut you off.
Yeah, the only real reason you should get mad about being cut off, Thunder, is if the part that's being cut off isn't responded to at all, or if it's done disingenuously to make you look stupid. Which it's not here. You are legitimately bitching, and I still, even after hearing your points here, I still think that, no, that's null and void compared to what Josh is saying. You're just mad about an opinion. That's literally it. When you're sitting there going, what the fuck? You're sitting there going, what the fuck is the problem? Blah, 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 blah. When you're bitching about wanting the sequel to be different, but then you're admitting that the sequel we got is still better. When Josh says verbatim, the line that you're trying to use as some kind of gotcha here is, he only brought it up to differentiate the fucking games. That's just what he wanted to see. It's not rocket science, Thunder. Hi Nier, also hi Psycho, hi Weejek, hi Flynn. We're almost through the autism. We got like 15 minutes left, Reject. We're getting there.
literally the entire point of a sequel is to give people more of the thing that they like.
Thunder, I would love to know how Josh's proposal of Tears of the Kingdom would somehow be worse than its predecessor, and how this new proposal of how Tears of the Kingdom would play is not giving people more of what they like. Because if a Zelda game plays like a Zelda game, chances are people are gonna like it. Just because this new proposal of how Tears of the Kingdom would be is not entirely open world like Breath of the Wild is, that doesn't mean it would be objectively worse than its predecessor. Also, Josh is not coming up with this idea just for the sake of changing things. He would like these changes for Tears of the Kingdom because it would make that game and its predecessor stand out as unique games with their own gameplay loops. That means there would be more reason to play both games, not just stick to one game because it's the same game but better. Now, with all of that in mind, I would love to hear you explain how this proposal is somehow not giving people what they like. What? What pseudo-intellectual bullshit could you possibly come up with in order to disprove
He's actually going to do it.
Nier, do you
He's
know
going to
what
be a
the biggest
pseudo-intellectual.
issue with your video is? It's not the constant projection. It's not missing the point that I'm making or the point Josh is making. It's not even you cutting out context to try and make me look bad.
No, because that was never done. And I'm going to stand by that, you stupid motherfucker. Because you are very, very, very fucking dense. I mean, for fuck's sakes, you even thought Nier was trying to call you out for using anecdotes, and then proceeded to bitch at him for using anecdotes right after that. When no, that wasn't the case. The fact that you continuously showcase yourself to be an obscene, obtuse, blunt, idiotic retard tells me all I need to know. The fact that you don't ever get anyone's fucking points, and you're gonna sit here and go on this tirade, go fuck yourself.
I think you really need that Snickers bar and some emo pussy.
I need to
check in and see if his blood sugar's low.
I need the Snickers bar at this point. Fuck him.
You know what?
Yeah,
Maybe
just-
his blood sugar is low. Maybe.
Don't forget the emo pussy. That's the most important part.
I still want to rub it in that, like, I can just throw it back right at him and be like, I can just question your credibility at this point. Like, I could just go back to one of your videos, watch through it, see if you actually miss anything, see if you misinterpret anything. because I feel like at this point, ever since you made this video, there must be a pattern, right? There has to be a pattern somewhere in this guy's channel that he just keeps fucking up somehow. There has to be something that I can find to just showcase how much of a fucking retard Thunderstruck is.
If you want to sift through that much autism.
I'm going to. I'm dedicated to just finding this pattern. Just finding out when this happened. Like, what events led to Thunderstruck having this much brain damage and becoming this fucking stupid? I want to see if there's any videos on this guy's channel that I can just point out, like, hey, yeah, you're pretty fucking stupid. Case closed.
Did he make a video on Game King?
I think. I don't know.
I can't
I actually
remember.
don't know.
Then that probably broke him. I mean,
I feel
good
like
thing I didn't fucking make a video on.
I feel like he would have. I feel like he would have. Yeah, he did. He did make a video on Game King.
Well, there's your answer.
Oh, of course he did. Can you send me a link to it, Shmi? Like, put it in the group?
Oh, fug. Yeah. I'd be shocked to know if he got anything wrong about Game King.
Oh, Discord. Thank you.
Do you also have the raw footage of Game King's video downloaded before you fucking deleted it?
Yeah. Default VTube Studio model, man. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'll have to watch through this later. We're not going to do this right now on stream or anything, but I'm going to have to look that video over.
I don't think I do, actually.
I want Game King to come back just to experience more autism. I don't want him to come back. He's just annoying. Dude, you guys saw the funny shit. You didn't have to deal with the fucking 60 times he'd join our VCs, bitch, moan, pity party himself, and be an annoying cunt.
Oh yeah, do you have the... What about the VC? Do you still have that downloaded?
I think I do somewhere.
Yo, can you send it to me? Cause like...
I will try to look for it after stream, yeah.
I think I've still like the Vegas file that I was making my video, but like I deleted like source footage. So I have the fucking source footage again. I can probably salvage the intro I made.
Alright, fair enough. I'll try to get it to you. But yeah, let's try and power through the rest of Thunder's video.
It's the misplaced arrogant smugness. Seeing as that was a longer segment...
Misplaced arrogance. That, you want to talk about projection. You want to talk about projection, Thunderstruck.
Put this in perspective, Thunder.
No.
You saying that, and look, me and you didn't talk much, buddy, but I need to be completely and totally honest with you. Every time I talked with you, you came off as an arrogant asshole who thought he knew everything in the room.
Loud does not equal smart.
I don't know where the timestamp was. We're at 101:33 right now. If I could find
I agree, Dandelion. Lard.
if I could find the timestamp.
Lord does not equal smart.
I mean, this particular issue with me now, the second... Oh, but
Sorry, I have to say those, man.
Where was this fucking...
But Doom 16 Eternal. That's why.
Where was this?
Because personal feelings
Here.
So here's the definition.
You want to talk about being a fucking goddamn arrogant bitch, motherfucker? What is this entire clip?
I don't think you do. So here's the definition. Objective.
Bro, did he just pull a fucking roll reach and pull up a fucking dictionary?
He brought up the definition of the word objective, as if he hasn't talked to Nier and knows what this... It's like, you guys used to be fucking friends. I don't know if you still are at this point. You used to be, though. But holy shit, you're gonna talk to the guy and then do this. You're gonna pull a definition out on him, as if you think he's that low and retarded to not understand a basic fucking word. You've talked to the guy. And you wanna talk about being an arrogant asshole? Go fuck yourself.
Bro pulled a roll breach.
Motherfucker, you wanna bring up projection? This is fucking projection right here. Go fuck yourself. Honestly, Thunderstruck.
Seeing as that was a longer segment, we're going to go back through that and break it down bit by bit now that we have the full context, so that way Nier can't accuse me of cutting things out of context.
Thunder, I would love to know how Josh's proposal of Tears of the Kingdom would somehow be worse than its predecessor, and how this new proposal of how Tears of the Kingdom would play is not giving people more of what they like.
Well, Nier, that's very simple. Until Tears of the Kingdom released, Breath of the Wild was my favorite Zelda game. I wanted something that played more like that over...
But Thunderstruck, that's subjectivity, not objectivity. I thought you knew the definitions. I thought...
Completely subjective.
Remember, he likes to flip-flop between whether or not games can be subjectively better and objectively better. Just remember it. When it fits his argument, he likes to flip between them.
Most people do that. Most people try to tiptoe around subjective and objectivity. It's fucking stupid.
He very much likes
Thunder,
to...
you know better than the people you criticize. Like, fuck off, man.
He was doing that before, and we even argued about it last stream, and then I caught him in a moment where he's literally measuring games' objective value, or he's, like, based on his phrasing. It's literally how it is phrased. This game is objectively better. So it's like, you can't say that and then argue that games can only be subjectively better with Nier and I. That's stupid.
Something like the intermediary Zelda game, since I think Breath of the Wild's gameplay loop is a lot more fun. Changing that to go back to the style of the previous Zelda games wouldn't give me that. And clearly a lot of people agree with me, because Breath of the Wild is the best-selling Zelda game, and it's not even close. 32.85 million copies according to the video game sales wiki. The second best-selling Zelda game is, take a wild fucking guess, Tears of the Kingdom at 19.5 million copies. The third best-selling Zelda game, Ocarina of Time at 14.04 million copies. And even then, that number includes both the N64 original and the remake on 3DS. And here's another thing, if you combine the sales from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, these two games alone account for over 1/3 of the total sales that the entire Zelda series has had. Yeah, just these two games in this style accounts for over 1/3 of the sales in a series that dates back to 1986 and spans across 17 games, not counting spin-offs. So clearly that should tell you that
I just want to say that the sales are completely irrelevant here, because we're talking about their subjective opinion about like what the next Zelda game should be. Like, just because the next Zelda game could not be open world like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom doesn't mean it won't be as good as those games. Like Person Man Guy said earlier, Zelda's pretty unpredictable when it comes to like their new releases. Just because a new Zelda game won't be or could not be open world like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom is, that doesn't mean it's a downgrade. It doesn't mean it's not as good. Whether or not it's not as good as Tears of the Kingdom is completely subjective.
Bro really pulled the nerd emoji and pulled up Wikipedia. Good job, buddy.
He sounds like the fucking
Fails!
anime character that like fucking puts his like glasses up with the fucking glare.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is the same guy that's flipping between objectivity and subjectivity when it comes to game design or what a game could be. But like, what you think is a better Zelda game is entirely subjective, regardless of what the next Zelda game is going to be.
I mean,
Well, actually, look at these sales.
I mean, yeah, the sales, I'm sure the sales show that some more people want that. Like, I guess that's the point he's trying to make, but that doesn't mean you couldn't have made a different... It also doesn't mean you couldn't have made the game stand out more while still being fucking just a better sequel. Like, the point Josh was trying to make is still completely valid there. Regardless of fucking game sales, Thunderstruck. The point you're making is still valid here, regardless of game sales. You could still give people more of what they wanted, and change the game up more.
Yeah, that's a point that Krillix made too when it came to arena shooters, is that sales do not equal popularity. And yeah, The Last of Us 2 did sell 10 million copies, but it's not a good game.
Who the fuck's still playing that game?
TPG.
Whatever the fuck.
TPG.
TPG.
I get a seizure every time I try to say
When he's not on OnlyFans, he's playing The Last of Us.
Honestly,
so sorry,
I originally saw this as friends disagreeing, but now I'm seeing this as Thunder going mask off. This video has turned out to be a massive self-report. You know what, Quip? I agree. I completely agree that this is mask off when it comes to like Thunder's content.
I like how I started calling him Quup, and that's just what we call him.
Well, CW, I would rather call him Quup than CWP24, you know.
And well, I would just shorten it to CWP, but Quup is just easier.
When he's not on OnlyFans, he's playing The Last of Us. Fucking hell.
We're horrible people.
That's literally what we're saying.
I think the part of this video that really made me think this is going mask off is the fact that he tried questioning my credibility.
Yeah, no, that part really annoys me. That part is probably the dumbest. The part that annoyed me the most was when he said, like, when he was going on that little tirade of, like, it's not all of his projection and shit like this and his arrogance, and I'm like, do I have to go back to, like, the very first 7 minutes of your video to find the point where you're trying to be an arrogant, snide little douche reading off a fucking definition?
Didn't you guys make, like, fucking, like, for example, you guys made several videos, like, criticizing fucking death or whatever the fuck. And y'all are, like, still friends, right? And then meanwhile, you make one video on ThunderStruck and he goes, well, actually, fuck you.
Well, actually, you made a video on me, so therefore I'm going to slander you.
I mean, personally, I don't have beef with him. I just think he's really dumb and can be really annoying. But I can understand Nier.
Like, I understand that Thunder's mentality is that he's doing this for fun, but it doesn't come across that way when you're questioning my credibility and just being a complete asshole in this video.
Actually, this just clicked in my brain. That was the same excuse that ThunderStruck got mad at Krillix for. I'm just doing this for fun. Thunder still did not like being cut off and etc. He didn't like all the shit that Krillix did in his video. And we still defended ThunderStruck for that shit. And yet he's literally gets one video made on him from you, and he's questioning your credibility and all this shit. But then in my chat yesterday, he's saying he doesn't really care that much. This is all for fun.
I want to spite Thunder now. I want to delete my video on Krillix.
I'm not.
I want to delete my video on Krillix because I defended ThunderStruck.
I'm not. I still hate Krillix. It's funny.
Sure, I still hate Krillix, but like I defended ThunderStruck, and ThunderStruck's a bit of a he's a bit of a case, you know. He's a bit of a mental case.
I'm not taking mine down.
This gives me an idea for me. Hold on.
You don't have to take yours down, Shmi, but I was merely coming up with that idea for myself because of how much I want to spite ThunderStruck right now.
I think you should leave it up personally. The idea, I get the idea. I get the idea, but I think you should leave it up.
Yeah, because Krillix bad.
Krillix bad. Plus, it highlights his hypocrisy now if you leave it up.
Exactly.
You know what? That's fair.
It's a really good way to highlight his hypocrisy. You can see where he came from to where he is. Makes me look sane and rational. I haven't talked to you that much, Sergey, to know, but fair enough.
Sergey doesn't really talk to us. He kind of just does his own thing when he's in VC.
He hangs out. I mean, we have talked to him, but you know, I haven't talked to him a shit ton.
I know he hangs out, but like most of the time when Sergey was in VC, at least from my experience, is that he kind of just does his own thing.
Thunder got to keep that same energy. He does, Krillix. It was the exact same shit he was mad at you for. And then here he is being an arrogant, snide douchebag to Nier, and then backs it up with fucking, I'm doing this for fun. It doesn't really feel like you're doing it for fun when you're questioning his credibility outright. And outright missing his points a lot of the time, too. And then you're going to go turn around and call him out for projecting and call him an arrogant douchebag. I'm not having it at that point.
There's my low effort contribution.
Thunder the type of dude to eat the stick part of the lollipop. He ate the stick.
Do you guys remember what ThunderStruck's new PFP was supposed to be?
No.
It was some fucking MS Paint bullshit.
Oh, it was the cloud.
He wanted to change it.
It was
the cloud and the lightning.
Yeah. Yeah, it was his thundercloud.
Some MS Paint bullshit. And as soon as people made fun of his new PFP, he changed it back.
Damn. I forgot about that, to be fair.
Bro is a picture of lightning hue shifted to the color purple. There's not much creativity there. Maybe the MS Paint might have gave him a bit more creativity. Maybe. I need to see it.
It was just a cloud with purple lightning, Dan.
I want to see. I don't bully him. I need material.
All right, let's get back on topic and watch the video until you find
Psyche,
it.
before we do, Psyche, can you re-invite me to Cheese Trenches?
You Yeah, me too, please.
Oh, that's an open server. Can someone else invite him? Because
I can.
I'm pretty sure you can make an invite, just so I don't have to like tab
I
out on
can.
stream.
I
and
have
shit.
mod parent.
All right,
Psycho,
thank you,
can you
Nick.
show Chad my lower for meme, please?
What is your DMs? Is it safe for stream, Lucas?
Yes, I didn't go overboard this time. Don't you worry.
Here you go. Is in the group chat.
Thank you.
Gets criticized once fucking time. Yes, true.
So true.
So true, bestie.
So true, we're
All right, so while you do look for that image, we're gonna get back to trying to finish this video.
Over the old one. And before you try claiming that it's because the Switch is just a really popular console, well, if that's the case, then how come Link's Awakening Remake, which also released on the Switch, only sold 6.46 million copies? Or how about Skyward Sword HD, which only sold 4.15 million copies? And here's another thing. The last 3D Zelda game that followed the traditional formula, that being Skyward Sword, got a lot of fucking hate. You wanna know why? Because
None
it
of
was
this
way
is
too
relevant to
fucking
Tears of the
but then when Breath of
Kingdom.
the Wild release, it breathed completely new life into the Zelda community. So yeah, most
gonna
people
do us
wanted
all a
something more
favor.
similar to Breath of the Wild as opposed to a more linear game like the older games.
Thank
and
you.
hell, even Josh fucking agrees.
Should
that
have
the
done
Tears of
this the
Kingdom
whole
actually
time,
did
to be
is
honest
better.
with you.
I still think
Yeah.
Oh,
Tears of the
even
Kingdom
even
actually got
Josh
a still
agreed
better
like that
game than the
matters.
sequel I had in mind.
Because if a Zelda game plays like a Zelda game, chances are people are gonna like it. Just because this new proposal of how Tears of the Kingdom would be is not entirely open world like Breath of the Wild is, that doesn't mean it would be objectively worse than its predecessor.
For the last time, in almost every case, it is impossible for a game to be objectively better or objectively worse than another game if we're talking about them as a whole. Because there are just way too many aspects to objectively say one way or the other which one is definitively better. Because again, it's all dependent on what different people value in the video game. However, I also never
So
said
to
that
get
the
this
game wouldn't be
straight,
good or that
objectively, Right to Hell Retribution is a better game than another game.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
because someone subjectively thinks it's good, I guess.
How the fuck do you quantify that?
Because Thunderstruck does not understand how to differentiate subjective and objective, even though he tried reading out the definition to Nier like a troglodyte at the beginning of the video. Because he constantly conflates the two, even though he tries to measure some things as objectively better in his statements, he's always trying to fall back on the idea that games can only be subjectively better based on personal tastes, even though, no, you can definitely quantify quality in a game, which makes it objectively better than another, even if someone else subjectively likes another game more.
It's just another case of fucking flip-flopping.
Bro, wait, Reject, you want to be on for the last, like, little bit of this? Do you want to be in the group chat? I mean,
Hey, we got the whole squad.
one of you guys can invite him here. If he wants to join, he can. If not, that's up to him. I don't mind.
I'll invite him.
Invite Wee Jack. We can find Wee Jack.
I invite my friend.
Fuck it, send me in. Let's go. Send me in, Sarge. I'm gonna make sure Fun Wee Jack is turned up when he gets here. Here is Fun Wee Jack.
Oh my Jesus, sweet Lord, Jesus, Lord of pieces, what the fuck, Thunder?
You have words.
I'm already just.
He's already
Bruh.
wording. Oh no.
I found
That's
it.
hilarious.
I found the profile pic he wanted to change to.
Alright, put
Oh,
it in
let
the
me
group
see.
chat
Let me
so I
see.
can show stream as well.
Bro, what the fuck is that?
This is what he wanted.
Oh my.
Clip art! Bro, put out clip art!
This is what Thunder wanted to rebrand into. This is why he wanted his image.
It's a Thunder cum shot. That's
It's
what
a
it looks like.
Thunder cum shot.
That's all that looks like.
Oh my
Tell me I'm wrong.
fucking god.
You know, I used to think that Psycho's redesign was bad, but
What?
Oh fuck. No, he doesn't like
You
my
think the
redesign.
redesign is bad?
He thinks I look like a VTuber.
Yeah.
My bad, I drew it. My bad.
He doesn't like my redesign. I don't agree with him. I think he's stupid, but he doesn't have to like my
Bring the frog
redesign.
back. Bring that dildo man frog back.
No. It's never coming back. He's dead. I murdered him. The frog is killed.
It is off center. Oh,
Oh god, now I can't unsee.
Wait, you didn't. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can see it's off center X.
I didn't really notice it, but now that's all I see besides the cum shot.
I could probably
design
draw.
is my
Put
passion.
lean.
I could probably draw a much better fucking profile picture for Thunder.
My
than this.
chat.
Bro, I could draw one, and I'm autistic, not artistic.
Part of my chat is just Thunder cum shot or some variant of that.
Let's go.
We've memed. We've done it.
I've done it. I've only been here for 5 minutes and I've made a new meme. My job is done.
Thunder Kumo 115.
Oh no.
Michael just thunder cum. He just thunder cum.
Thunder come. It's
Just
electrifying.
Just thunder cum. That's probably one of my favorites.
Holy shit.
I like how he follows it up.
Thunder come. It's electrifying.
It's electrifying.
I got chills. They're multiplying.
Oh yes, Chad. That was his rebrand. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was the best rebrand.
Yeah, it's about a train wreck.
Like I said, man, this is what eating peanuts with the shell does to a man.
You told him that was better because the old one was too stock photo-y. I can see that point. I agree with that point, honestly. His current one is just a fucking, like, stock photo image. So I can agree with that, but I don't think the other one's much better. It's too silly.
Wouldn't sell crazy well, because, I mean, my guy, it's Zelda. It's
I
always
still
gonna
just
sell
can't
like
get over the
fucking
fact that he
hotcakes.
didn't
It's
know
just
that Thunderstruck was a song by AC/DC.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, straight up did not know
Still
that.
just befuddles me.
He didn't know that before he named his channel Thunderstruck.
Look, Nick. I'm gonna be real with you. I think my niece could do better than that.
Looking like a whole ass preschool out project.
Don't be little preschoolers like that. I think they can do better.
I mean, damn, bro! I didn't realize you had the art project of the entire special ed class.
Someone without arms could draw that better.
I don't know. You know what? I'm pretty sure if you got like 100 of them, I'm pretty sure you find at least maybe one Picasso in there.
Yeah.
You know, if I ripped a man's arms off and put a toothbrush in his mouth with paint on it, I'm pretty sure he could draw something better than that.
I was just gonna say just hop him up on drugs and let him go to town, but you know that works too.
I could be drunk and high and probably draw something better.
Give him some drugs, not like straight kill him.
Okay, well, Big Country. In fairness, I didn't know about the band, the Dead as Fuck band with the same name as me, but still, that's a dead fucking band though. You're talking about Thunderstruck by AC/DC versus a fucking random ass band named Big Country. I've never heard of their ass before. You've definitely heard of AC/DC before.
God, I hope so.
Like Jesus.
People like some Zelda games more than others, which again includes Josh because he blatantly admitted that Tears of the Kingdom, as it currently exists, is better than the idea that he had for Tears of the Kingdom.
Also, Josh is not coming up with this idea just for the sake of changing things. He would like these changes for Tears of the Kingdom because it would make that game and its predecessor stand out as unique games with their own gameplay loops. That means there would be more reason to play both games, not just stick to one game because it's the same game but better.
But those exact changes that Josh is proposing to make Tears of the Kingdom a better sequel are also making it a worse game overall. And once again, this isn't just something I pulled.
Well, no.
Wait, hold up.
He's going off of the fact that Josh said earlier that he thinks the sequel he proposed is still worse than the one we got. That's why he's saying that. But Josh's proposal isn't the end-all be-all to what he wants the sequel to be. They were just random offshoot ideas. Like I said, it was an opinion piece. It's not like it's something that's fucking... He's not a game developer, and he's not trying to act like one. He was just throwing out some ideas he would like to see as a fan.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Thunder say that a game can't really be objectively bad?
No.
Did he say that?
He said something like it can't ever be objectively bad, and it's probably because of the idea he has that games can only be subjectively better, so someone out there subjectively likes this game, so it's still good on some level, which is stupid.
That's a stupid point.
It's like saying I like ghosts and goblins, bro. Like, fuck, no.
Someone can like literal dog shit. Does that mean it's objectively good?
You're telling me someone liked The Town with No Name?
Somebody liked The Day Before?
Someone liked Right to Hell Retribution, meaning it is a masterpiece of our time.
Someone liked Chop Porn.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Someone likes CP. It's objectively better.
Someone is. Oh god.
This is the point we've gotten to. This is the point in my stream that we've gotten to.
Alright, well, I'll see myself to the wood chipper.
Goodbye.
Bye, folks.
Oh my fuck.
Head first I come.
Guys, we got 10 minutes left of his video. We can do it. Come on. We can make your boy.
Josh himself.
Give me God point, yes.
I still think the Tears of the Kingdom we actually got is still a better game than the sequel I had in mind.
So if you're gonna come after me for saying that the changes that Josh is proposing are gonna make the game worse
Come
overall,
after
then
me.
I better see you fucking go after Josh for the exact same thing.
Now, with all that in mind, I would love to hear you explain how this proposal is somehow not giving people what they like. What? What pseudo-intellectual bullshit could you possibly come up with in order to disprove my point?
And I got
Rejection
what I
detected,
thought.
opinion rejected.
Like I think this clip of Tim Hansen describes this
I
dude's
got what I thought he
mentality
would.
here.
Pointless
Pseudo-intellectual bullshit.
innovation. Change for the sake of change, and not genuine
I just want to see what he.
Changing Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, no. So he was literally just letting that play. I thought he was gonna have more to say about that, but no. So yeah, no, you did just get exactly what you thought. We've been just running circles with these fucking arguments.
I asked him what pseudo-intellectual bullshit will he cook up, and he fucking delivered. He fucking delivered the fucking bullshit.
Bro has
hot and
definitely
ready.
watched Rick and Morty. That's all I can say.
He looks like he watched Rick and Morty.
Bro has definitely
mean,
watched
looks?
Rick and
He's
Morty.
you know what?
Wait.
I'm glad you asked, Lucas. I'll talk to you about it later.
Yeah.
Did
If
he do
you
a face reveal or something?
is
Somebody
face
get
reveal, you
this
could say
man out of the kitchen.
you could say he did a
now.
face reveal, sure. Just if you go look at any, I don't remember the name of the video. It's one of his older videos. Something about his hard drive dying. If you find that video on
Did
his
it
channel,
die from all the child porn? What?
I hope so. I hope that was the exact reason. You know what, Lucas? I pray.
I'm on some investigative.
It's a
work
joke,
going
by
on.
the way.
Look, all I'm gonna say is
I think I
Thunderstruck
hungry.
is the type of dude to unironically get a Pickle Rick tattoo on him somewhere.
I am getting hungry.
That's all I'm gonna say. Tell me I'm wrong.
So true, bestie. So true.
I'll show you later, Lucas.
Yeah, we'll show you later. Because I need to
That's a
finish
lot
this.
of
I'm
cheese
starting to get
pizza.
hungry. So we will
Is
show
it,
you
like,
that
not
after.
safe for the stream.
It's not really that it's not safe. It's just not necessary, really. I don't need to derail it to that right now.
I think the
Yeah,
chat
no.
would appreciate the lore as well.
After, Lucas. After the video.
I'm hungry. I need to finish this so I can go eat.
To a more linear
I
experience,
don't wanna
just so it
watch this
differentiates
anymore.
itself from Breath of the Wild, is not a change for the sake of change.
I want everybody to listen back to the sentence again and just let it sink in just how oxymoronic it is.
Changing Tears of the Kingdom into a more linear experience, just so it differentiates itself from Breath of the Wild, is not a change for the sake of change.
So it's changing the game to be more linear for the express purpose of differentiating itself from Breath of the Wild. Changing Tears of the Kingdom to be more linear to make it different. Making it different would be the same as changing it. So you're changing Tears of the Kingdom to be more linear to change it. Changing Tears of the Kingdom for the sake of changing it.
When you boil down the argument like that, yes, you can keep repeating it, Thunderstruck, but that's not the overall point being made. You want the game to stand out. You want it to be a unique experience. It's not just change for the sake of change. It's change to make it stand out, yes, to make it different, but it's a unique experience and does not blend with the other games so much. And holy
You're
fucking
giving
shit.
You're giving both games a purpose.
Yeah.
You're giving them both a reason, a unique reason
You're-
to play them both.
You're acting like we are literally like when you phrase it like this, it sounds like yeah, you want change for the sake of change, but you know damn well that what the fucking argument is. Why are you being so pompous? I fucking can't.
Change for the sake of change. I mean, fuck, dude, you kind of had a point earlier, but now you're just making yourself look like a dense dumbass.
If
No,
anything,
no.
Rejection detected, opinion rejected.
Your motherfucking dipshit ass still cannot understand the basic ass point that it is not change for the sake of change. It's that Josh does want it to innovate and try new things and be a risky sequel and be different, not just be different. You're looking at that part alone in a vacuum when that's not the only point being made, you fuckwit. You fly my brain.
How much longer do we have? There's no subway surfers.
Like 8
This video
minutes.
fucking sucks.
Turning Tears of the Kingdom into a more linear game
Alright.
is what people were actually
We'll
expecting when the first
we'll do
release
it.
of the game came
We'll
out.
do it, Dan.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back
Alright,
up
I
on
believe
source?
in you.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
With either one, you make an argument for what could be a better final product. With Starfield, yeah, that would basically just be fixing the issues of that game to make it a better
I'm
game.
a
But also,
YouTube
those
Shorts
again, overall,
viewer, I
think all
can't
the
do
games are fine
this.
enough. None of them are absolutely terrible, and even though I tore Starfield a new one, I still think that all of these have some potential in one way or another. So I guess the question you had with the video is, why the fuck does this matter? And honestly, it really doesn't.
Well, at least we can figure out something there.
Wow, Thunder, I could barely hear you there in that segment. Maybe you should take your own advice and
Edit your audio.
Oh, you do provide an example. I stand corrected. Only took you like, what, 28 minutes and 8 seconds after you initially bitched about it, but hey, at least I
He said he could. He didn't say he was going to. He said he could. I would just like to point out that those are two different things.
Words have meanings, and it's important to pay attention to them.
I like words. Words are good.
I'm sure if I... Do you really want me to do a supercut, Thunderstruck, of your video? Of how many times I think your audio could be fixed? I'll waste my time and do it. Just for the meme.
Nuh-uh.
I ain't got anything
Yet.
better to do.
That's bad.
I might as well make shit post videos. I don't care.
Free content, free money.
So yeah, no, if you really want me to, I'll sit down and make a nice little supercut for you.
have one example to use to help me improve my audio.
As long as the game's still good, whether the game is a good sequel or not doesn't really matter. I just don't really like the idea of games not changing enough about them, or being built so heavily on the bones of their predecessors that they outright replace the predecessor. So as a last example, I'm going to leave you guys with probably the most interesting example of another golden standard of a sequel, which is actually for a game I really don't like that much, and that is Resident Evil Village. What this game did was make it not only a sequel to Resident Evil 7, but also a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 4 at the same time. And what it does is combine elements from each game to make it this Frankenstein of a game. The silent camera Resident Evil 7, yet with the atmosphere and gameplay of Resident Evil 4. It's actually really cool how it does this. As much as I dislike Village, it tries to make the best of both worlds across these two games. And while it doesn't really succeed in that, I can still appreciate it for what it was attempting to do. It doesn't replace the originals, but create something new altogether in just its own thing. The only thing I could say is that it isn't really better than either of its predecessors, but I'm not really worried about that with this topic in mind right now.
So really, it just sounds to me that it doesn't matter to you if a sequel is better than its predecessor as long as it's different. Because like you said, the changes to Resident Evil Village made it worse than its predecessors. And yeah, that's a good sequel to you. Like, ambitious sequel? Okay, I'm not going to dispute that. But good sequel? No. See, there's nothing wrong with being overly ambitious with your sequel as long as you succeed, but if you fail, then, well, you fail. Because otherwise, Halo 5 would have been the best fucking sequel of all time, at least when it comes to the campaign, given how fucking different it was. And yet it is those differences precisely that made everybody fucking hate it. Point is, sequels don't always have to reinvent the fucking wheel every single time.
Once again, you are completely misunderstanding what Josh is saying in this part.
Projection detected, opinion rejected.
Resident Evil Village, despite
I
Josh's
hate
opinions
the
on it,
fucking
is
clip
unique
at
in
this
its own
point,
way
Thunder.
compared to the likes of RE7 and RE4.
You've ruined
meaning
it.
that since RE Village is sort of different than its
Womp
predecessors,
womp.
that once again
Womp
gives people
womp.
more reason to play all of those games because they all have their unique features that allow them to coexist with one another without being a safe sequel. Josh wasn't saying that the quality of the games didn't matter either. Rather, he was saying that the quality of the games was not relevant to the topic at hand.
Once again, Nier, you have managed to completely miss the point that I was making. I didn't say that that wasn't what Josh's
actually-
point was. My whole point was that I disagreed. He says the quality of the game is not relevant to whether or not it's a good sequel, but I heavily disagree with that, because a sequel should improve on the predecessor.
It
And
wasn't... he didn't say the quality of the game. He said that didn't matter what the current topic he was trying to get at, which is that he wanted sequels to try to make bigger... Like... Obviously it does matter, Thunderstruck. No shit. That wasn't Josh... Can I go back and hear exactly what Josh said, please? What the fuck did he say there?
Equal Resident Evil 7, but also a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 4 at the same time. And what it does is combine elements from each game to make it this Frankenstein of a game. The silent camera Resident Evil 7, yet with the atmosphere and gameplay of Resident Evil 4. It's actually really cool how it does this. As much as I dislike Village, it tries to make the best of both worlds across these two games. And while it doesn't really succeed in that, I can still appreciate it for what it was attempting to do. It doesn't replace the originals, but create something new altogether in just its own thing. The only thing I could say is that it isn't really better than either of its predecessors, but I'm not really worried about that with this topic in mind right now.
so really,
So I'm not really worried about that with this topic in mind right now, which is wanting sequels to try more ambitious things. So I can guess, I can kind of see his point. It's just really weird wording on Josh's part. Fuck. I don't know.
Thunder's just viewing this in a black and white standpoint.
That is the best way to put it, yeah.
I mean, isn't that kind of how he always views everything?
Have their
Yeah,
unique
pretty much.
Most of the time.
features
Like, are we
that allow
really
them to
surprised?
coexist with one
It's most of the time. I don't remember what timestamp we were at.
Projection detected,
I remember this
opinion
clip.
rejected.
Resident Evil Village,
Yep.
just since RE Village is sort of different than its unique in its
Yeah.
own way compared to the likes of RE7 and RE4. Meaning, since RE Village is sort of different than its predecessors, that once again gives people more reason to play all of those games because they all have their unique features that allow them to coexist with one another without being a safe sequel. Josh wasn't saying that the quality of the games didn't matter either. Rather, he was saying that the quality of the games was not relevant to the topic at hand.
once again, Nier, you have managed to completely miss the point that I was making. I didn't say that that wasn't wasn't what Josh's point was. My whole point was that I disagreed. He says the quality of the game is not relevant to whether or not it's a good sequel, but I heavily disagree with that, because a sequel should improve on the predecessor. And with that in mind, the quality of the sequel
Okay,
is
so
very
Thunder,
relevant.
I wanna just point this out. Just because a sequel can be different, that doesn't mean it doesn't also improve on its predecessor.
Josh wasn't saying that a sequel shouldn't improve on its predecessor either. He was saying in the specific instance of Resident Evil Village, he's just trying to highlight some of the things he thinks it did do right in regards to his point, even though that game isn't like the exact go-to example he would use overall. He was just like, for lack of a better term, it was cherry picking. I don't mean that in a bad sense, but he was just picking out the things that he wanted to talk about for that game, not the fact that he thinks it did a bad job of what it was trying to do or whatever. So yeah, no, I agree. Like, a sequel can still try to do something different and also be just as good. Like, these things can coexist.
They can, which is why, even with the Zelda games, like, they can be unpredictable. We don't know what the next Zelda game is going to be, but we also can't say it's not going to be as good as Tears of the Kingdom, even if it's not going to be open world like Tears of the Kingdom.
The next Zelda's going to be just about Ganondorf and its rise.
Oh my fuck.
Actually, I'd play that.
Why couldn't he be bothered to add on his original video? To be fair, I didn't do all of that either in my responseception videos. I suppose you could try to, but that might also make, like, responding to certain points harder when you need, like, context.
Sequel being able to differentiate itself from the previous games isn't really important if it's not fun to play. Here's a good example, BioShock Infinite. It can very clearly differentiate itself from BioShock 1 and 2, but I also think that BioShock Infinite's gameplay is significantly worse than the previous two games, and a lot of that stems from the changes. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think BioShock Infinite...
Thunderstruck. I'm gonna use something, and you might hate me. I don't really care, but I'm gonna use this point against you. But a sequel can change shit and arguably improve it. Now, I don't agree with this change, but I know that this is your favorite one in the franchise. Halo Reach, which changed a lot of fucking shit in the games. And you think it was for the better. So just want to highlight that very quickly when you want to continue with this very idiotic point you're trying to make. Because Halo Reach definitely differentiates itself from the rest of the franchise. Fuck, I could say the same
Black Ops 4 too.
I could say the same shit about ODST, which is one of my favorites as well. And it's because of some of the changes it made. And the slower pacing it has. So I just... The fuck?
I still just want to highlight that this guy thinks Black Ops 4 is a good COD game.
No.
Especially with the zombies part of it.
Exactly, exactly, Cybot. Armor lock, armor lock, armor lock, armor lock. Fucking exactly! Oh my fuck. Now granted, I still like Reach. I don't hate the game, but it's his favorite in the franchise. So he's really gonna sit here and make all these dumb fucking points right now, though.
Didn't he also just say that Halo 5 had a good campaign?
No, that was a hypothetical. He said it should have, based on Josh's logic, if it was like just changes for the sake of change. Which Halo 5 is... Yeah, no.
No. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a stupid take, but...
No.
No, Halo 5's campaign was booty.
He do
not
not
good
like...
booty. It was like saggy booty.
It was
nothing like cellulitis and just nothing. It's like flat, like Hank Hill.
He's bad.
It's just bad.
But yeah, no, that was just him trying to like use Josh's logic and say that, well, Halo 5 would have been the best because just it had changes for the sake of changes. So, it's a bit of a mixed bag, and Josh isn't saying he wants change for the sake of change, but he would like to see more riskier sequels try and differentiate themselves so they can have a unique experience. Halo 5's campaign didn't really stray away from the standard formula. It just sucks straight ass. I mean, to be fair, Halo 4 and 5 they didn't exactly stray away from the formula too much, no more than something like Reach did anyway. But I also think they really fucked up a lot of the shit, like, this is a campaign, by the way, mind you, Krillix, and I do mean, like, time to kill in the campaign, because you die very fucking quick and shit like Halo 5. Almost as quick as fucking Halo 2, which is really bad. And the AI is just retarded. I've seen a lot, now granted, some of them were bugs, and some of it was just the AI, so some of it might have got patched out. But it was really bad from what I saw. This was back in, like, 2016, 2017, mind you.
Is a bad game. I think it's decent, but a lot of the changes that differentiate itself from the previous two games are also what make the game worse overall, which is why I don't think it's a good sequel, and why I don't agree with Josh's point that just because a sequel can differentiate itself from the previous games, that it instantly makes it a good sequel. Now, comparatively, I think Bioshock 2 is a good sequel. Now, given the logic
A
that
game
Josh
being a
provided in
good
this video,
sequel
I
and a
am
good game is
99%
two entirely different things. Those two things are completely different from one another.
I think
a good game or a good sequel.
A good sequel to Ride to Hell Retribution probably wouldn't be a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to improve on shit.
I'll put some sprinkles on your shit. Do you like it now?
I mean, that's better.
That's better.
The deal.
I still don't like it much, but I guess.
You know, I got some more crunchies that aren't corn.
Ew, no, shut up, stop there. Stop there now, fuck.
No.
Yes, this is not, we're not turning my stream into scat, shut up. Fucking
I
hell.
just tuned back into that. What the fuck happened?
Thank you.
I want to tune back out.
Seriously. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on, yes.
That he would label Bioshock 2 as a safe sequel, but the reason I think it's a good sequel is because it is a clear improvement on the gameplay in the previous game, as there are improvements made in several areas while some of the flaws of the first were fixed. Now, I'm not saying that a sequel can't change things up from the previous game, but I also don't agree with Josh that such a massive shakeup is necessary to be a good sequel. With that in mind, I would say that Resident Evil Village is a bad sequel because the changes that it made from the previous games overall make the experience worse. Because again, I don't agree with the notion of just completely disregarding the quality of the game itself when evaluating it as a sequel.
What's in RE Village? You can't get in it.
Fucking hell, I did not mean to bump that. No, Josh isn't saying that the quality of a game is completely out the window and making it a better sequel or whatever the fuck, though. The quality is very much so a factor when making any game, period. Obviously, when you're making a game, you want quality to be at the forefront, so it's a good experience. What kind of an argument even is that?
Predecessors. What's in Doom Eternal, you can't get in Doom 2016.
And what's in Tears of the Kingdom, you can't get in Breath of the Wild.
They have their unique reasons as to why you can enjoy them, and that also applies to my anecdotal experiences with games like StarCraft.
What?
I didn't catch that.
I go back.
Quality of the game itself when evaluating it as a sequel.
What's in RE Village, you can't get in its predecessors. What's in Doom Eternal, you can't get in Doom 2016.
And what's in Tears of the Kingdom, you can't get in Breath of the Wild.
They have their unique reasons as to... That's the problem. That is precisely the problem.
It's kind of Josh's entire point summed up in that one line, to be honest.
That is precisely Josh's entire problem with Tears of the Kingdom, and why his little opinion piece about good sequels exists in the first place.
I'm glad we finally came full circle. It only took an hour and 11 minutes.
Congratulations.
You know what's funny is I don't think he's realized it. And
No.
he being ThunderStruck.
He probably did. He's probably still trying to chew through the shell, Reject.
Lights are on, nobody's home.
He's still working on the shell. He hasn't quite gotten to actually thinking yet.
Yeah, he'll get there. Maybe.
Why you can enjoy them, and that also applies to my anecdotal
he gets
experience
ahead of
with games like
himself.
StarCraft.
He's gonna go too fast for himself. He's gonna slip and fall over. It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be really bad. I don't like it.
I mean, if it was, I hope he improves. I do. I truly do.
You know what
But
this
as it stands right now, this ain't.
Reject, what this is all reminding me of now is that meme you sent me before. Just, I'm retarded? I'm retarded. Oh no, I'm retarded.
Oh no, I'm retarded.
have 2 and Dust House
It's
3.
so fucking
And while games
bad.
like Halo 5 do exist that tried innovating in its gameplay but failed, there are many games out there that try something new and end up doing very well. And I think that's where Josh is coming from. If a sequel is different from its predecessor and contains its own unique gameplay loop that is equally as fun or at least can be enjoyed as its own experience, then that's all that matters at the end of the day, is that you can enjoy it.
I never said otherwise. My point was that it needs to be an improvement. Whether that's
You sure about that?
That scared the shit out of me.
Nier just died.
Nier got angry.
Yeah, no, come back.
I think he died. Let me go
You
check.
killed them.
It's me.
Oh
Fanboy.
my god.
Oh, he's back.
Okay.
You good, buddy?
Hey, if it helps, Krillix pretty much
Oh.
summed up the entire... Krillix summed everything up in one thing. Just the problem is you can't get the 2016 experience in Eternal, but you can get the Breath of the Wild experience in Tears of the Kingdom. Also, thank you, Lucas. Harry Potter, thank you. Thank you very much for this meeting.
He kind of looks like the fish from SpongeBob, the one that
Kevin?
orders extra pickles.
You right though? Why are you right though? Why do you look like him?
That's my
I have to get a side-by-side of that now. I gotta make a side-by-side of that.
I was wondering what that reminded me of.
You look like the dude from SpongeBob.
Oh no.
Yes, by the way, this is ThunderStruck's face.
Yes.
That's my autistic speculation. Thanks for coming to my Dan talk.
Anyways, Shmi, you had a mental break there for a second. Is there anything you wanted to say in regards to Thunderstruck there?
Just rewind it real quick. Just rewind it. That's where Josh is coming from. If a sequel is different from its predecessor and contains its own unique gameplay loop that is equally as fun or at least can be enjoyed as its own experience, then that's all that matters at the end of the day, is that you can enjoy it.
I never said otherwise. My point was that it needs to.
I never said otherwise. I don't give a fuck, Thunderstruck! You're missing the entire point of Josh's video! Every single point he's made!
It's Angie femboy.
Oh my god, Thunder, you're so stupid.
Fanboy, Anky again, oh no.
You'll be fine.
It's
You
okay,
promise.
champ. We'll get through
It's
it.
okay, fanboy.
Oh,
okay, champ, we'll
Thunder,
get
you
through
can't
this.
be this dumb. Just one more time, Thunder. It's not the fact that you never said it. It's the fact you're acting like it.
So
You're acting like Josh is arguing for the opposite of
So-
a good sequel or a good game.
It's also when you miss the point, and of course, Nier or whoever's responding to you is going to try to elaborate the point. It's not the fact that you said otherwise.
I need a Snickers now.
You know you when you're hungry.
Snickers.
Don't worry,
I'm hungry right
don't
now.
worry. I can afford at least 2 Snickers bars from the money Nick has sent me.
Thank you.
I got a quesadilla from Taco Bell. You want it?
I would love
It's like
quesadilla.
arguing, it's like arguing with
Yeah,
the
I
brick
fucked
wall.
up.
It's like arguing with the brick wall at this point, except the brick wall might actually listen.
Actually, yeah, the brick wall. Listen.
Yeah, I like the brick wall. It's my favorite wall.
I prefer the brick wall because it doesn't have stupid shit to say back.
Yeah, it listens really nice.
Sticking to the formula that the predecessor had and just making improvements to it, or completely changing it, the important part is that it's an improvement. Changing shit around without improving
You can do
it
both,
is not
Thunder.
convincing.
That's the neat part. When you make a sequel and you want to make it different, you can still improve compared to the predecessor. That's the entire point Josh is making, is that even if the sequel is completely different from the predecessor, it can still be good. It's still possible. They can coexist with one another. If you have a purpose in a sequel that's completely different from the original, you can play both. That is Josh's entire standpoint that you're completely ignoring and being just completely fucking dense and retarded over. This whole debate is pointless. You are arguing against Josh's opinion with saying your opinion is better and that you disagree. So really, this entire video does not need to exist. You could have commented on Josh's video with, I disagree, here's why. But no, you had to be the big shot, huh? You had to be the big shot against Josh and make this retarded ass rant against his video because you just feel the need to get that sweet, succulent clout.
I mean, I do.
I
I
like
do
clout.
all the time.
Yeah, I like clout.
Like, I can understand if it's for like a completely retarded take from a big YouTuber, but this is a matter of opinion. It's not like Under the Mayo sharing his own subjectivities and shoving it in as facts. This is entirely opinion based. How does he have 1.4k subs? I don't fucking know. This is abysmal. This video and his response to Josh are both abysmal. This guy is a loser. This guy's a massive loser, and he somehow has a following.
Yes.
Play me out, Johnny. Whoo!
Unscripted near's best, Neil. Fuck off, Krillix.
Yeah, go off, Queen. So proud of you.
If it makes you
Oh,
feel
I
any
just
better,
fucking can't.
Krillix, I went about 25% unscripted in the TPG video. I want you to guess what parts. I'm sure you can guess at least one of them.
I went unscripted on my Twitch video. It's not even a video, it's a stream, but you get the point. You get the
Yes.
point.
I mean, any of my
Unscripted
rants on
is
stream, I've
weird.
had plenty of rants on stream. I haven't had too bad of ones so far this stream. I think I had like one, but I've had plenty of moments like that Femboy just had. So yeah, no, I don't blame him. It just gets that fucking irritating. Let's just finish it.
Just
not that
continue,
many.
please.
There's not that many minutes left. We're almost
done.
done.
Ideological difference at play here, and that's also the main issue I took with his proposed changes to Tears of the Kingdom, because again, he admitted that it would make the game worse than what it currently is. And before you try claiming that that wasn't what he was saying, like you have multiple times throughout this video,
He didn't
again, I
say
have
that
the
his
fucking
proposal would
proof
make the
it.
game worse.
I
He's
still
saying
think
that the
Tears of
game would be different.
Kingdom we actually got is still a better game than the sequel I had in mind.
That is the
And he
point
only
he's
brought it
making.
up to make it differentiate from Breath of the Wild. That's the important part of the video that you keep cutting out for your own benefit.
He wanted to bring it up to differentiate them because the suggestions he was making, he thinks, wouldn't have made as good of a game, but he still would have liked to see them try to do something different, is his point. Even if they don't follow all of his suggestions. It's not like he's saying they need to do everything he said like it's a fucking checkbox list. It's not Josh's fucking point, and I'm surprised that at this point you still haven't figured that out.
And with that, we have reached the end of ThunderStruck's terrible response to Kim Josh-un.
Projection detected, opinion rejected.
With a response like
At this point, ThunderStruck, just delete the
Rejected,
clip.
rejected.
Just delete the clip. For my own fucking sanity, delete the clip off your fucking hard drive. It's like becoming Kumo with the fucking goddamn bullshit he was doing. Please, just delete the fucking clip. Really want to put my logo on that one? Please, just delete the fucking clip, Thunder. I hate it at this point. It's not funny anymore.
Better
Rejection
yet,
detected, opinion
delete
rejected.
yourself. Better yet, delete your YouTube channel. You know
Projection
what?
detected, opinion
Did you
rejected,
learn
bro.
nothing from us bitching at Kuma when we said don't use that clip 16 times in one fucking video? It makes it really annoying. And here you fucking are doing it. You goddamn moron, please.
So, I thought your response to Josh was awful, right? Like, completely awful. I can't find a word to describe your response to me, Thunder. There is no word. There's nothing in the dictionary that can describe your response to me. Like, it blows. It completely and utterly blows. You've got maybe one, like, semi-good point in your entire video. And this video is 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's too long for its own good. You somehow, like,
really
got to
is.
this point in your own YouTube career, making an 1 hour and 15 minute long video that is just a whole lot of nothing and a whole lot of stupid.
I wanted to make an excuse for that at first because when I did my video on Krillix, his was originally 36 minutes. Mine went to 1 hour and 10. I basically doubled it. It's the same shit here because yours was around 40 minutes. This is 1 hour and 15. I don't see there's a good reason for it to be 1 hour and 15 minutes though. You talked so much and said fucking nothing of value. Absolutely nothing. You ran circles and fucking circles around the same arguments. And anytime Nier tried to explain Josh's point, you just came back with, well, that's not what I said. I didn't argue. Like, no one fucking said you did. None of us said you did. It's called elaboration, you dumb motherfucker.
I mean,
I think it's better that Thunder
This
deletes
is
his
why
whole
I'm
channel.
going outside.
Maybe.
Maybe he just needs to go outside. But first, take a shower. Take a shower, then go outside. Reconsider your life choices.
Does he take a
please.
shower with his clothes on? Like, is it like the peanut shell situation?
You know what? Probably.
We've reached that point. Okay.
I can't make it stop.
I'm sorry, Regis.
These 2 minutes for this video are going to be the longest minutes of our lives.
Let's do it. Let's finish.
You really either have to be incredibly disingenuous or just really stupid. My bet is on the latter. What this video
We
was
finish.
a hard swing and a hard miss.
I mean, that literally sounds exactly like what your video was, but I mean, what else can I say? But
Projection detected.
No! I'm done. We're done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. That was the fucking stream. I'm done. I'm sorry. Fuck that clip. Delete it off your fucking hard drive, Thunder. Please. Fuck you.
Delete your hard drive. Fuck it. Delete your computer. Go outside, please.
Do not delete, just yeet.
It's not even like you're getting mileage out of the clip like you tried saying. No, it's just fucking annoying. It's not funny anymore. Fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah, Thunder, real talk, you really need to learn how to, one, enunciate and actually use inflections in your voice instead of sounding monotone all the time, because, one, no one can tell when you're fucking joking or making a joke, because everything sounds the goddamn same. And then you're like, why can't you tell I'm joking?
I love Reject going on this tirade while I'm showing this to stream. Reject ranting while I show that to stream.
Graphic design is my passion.
You know what? It's
Honestly,
better than the fucking icon he tried to make.
Kevin. Kevin.
Oh.
Hi, Kevin.
I mean, it's sad.
So-
It tells you to go outside.
Show
I'm
stream
just
that
saying.
upland as well.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I legit couldn't take any more of that video after that. I just bitched about the clip, and it played again. Literally. It's like not even a minute, dude.
Petition for this to be Thunder's new PFP.
It'd be so much
Yeah,
better.
I agree with that.
I agree.
There's my contribution to the stream.
I'm processing, that's all. Just...
I don't know what's the process.
We need
You
to-
start
we need
trying
to
to process
de-stress her.
shit. I mean,
I'm trying... Reject, you know what I'm doing. My brain is just resetting.
no, and I'm trying to help.
What did you
This can
send
help,
me?
Psycho. This can help. It's a good de-stressing tool.
Is it called murdering Thunderstruck in cold blood? No.
It really be like that, though.
I gotta see it again.
He's mine.
Give him back. Give him back. He's mine. I think I need one more thing to de-stress. I need the Bleg seal.
And you've survived Project Zomboid as farmers. I don't know.
I don't know, can I? Where's seal? I want Bleg. This is not Bleg seal. I
This
want,
is not what we need.
I want seal.
We need Bleg.
I look up seal. This is not seal.
Why
It's
is
Steel
that?
These are
Who's
women.
that guy? Steel Cass? Why is there Batman?
I don't know. I look up seal.
I'm a little interested now.
This is still not seal.
Look up seal subtitles.
Seal
Caption.
subtitles, yeah.
Seal caption. It's seal caption.
This is seal
There you
for
are.
there we go. I need
Caption
seal.
Sea Doggo.
We need seal. The stream needs seal. Bleg. We need seal. We need seal as palate cleanser.
Everybody, after watching this freaking ThunderStruck's response, just brains mush.
This, unironically, guys, this, every time we watch something really dumb in VCs, this is always the video we go to just palate cleanse. Happy boy.
He wants his egg.
He wants his egg.
Get the egg.
He's so cute.
He doesn't understand.
God really decided one day I'm gonna make a fucking sausage with flippers.
The dogs grew tired of the land. They sought out new land in the sea.
They sought out wetland.
Bugs. Oh look, I'm breaking in. Wondrous.
Breaking in.
Oh wait, is it the actual one? Oh, it is the actual one. Chat, we're watching this. I love this video. I don't care if I get a copyright claim.
I'm waking up to ash and trash. I wipe my I'm breathing in the I'm breaking in.
I'm breaking in.
This is it. This. Whoa, I'm waking up.
It's so
I hate how
stupid.
clean this goes right here.
I know, it's so bad.
I found a way.
This is also a palate cleanser.
I'm breaking in.
I'm breaking in.
I'm breaking in.
Best ending. What, Lucas? What is the?
Yeah, we kind of needed that.
What is this? What is this, Lucas?
Can we play that?
I don't know.
Pretty sure I know what that is.
I made that like a year ago.
Oh, it's the. I know what it is now. It's the dumb one you made. I know what this is.
What do you mean the dumb one?
It's in a good way. I don't hear
I think
it.
that will appreciate it.
I like young girls, I like them 15, 14, 16, I like them real young, my nigga. I don't like women.
Loud, Jesus.
Big Dick Randy's a good song. You should look it up, chat.
I like young girls, I like them 15, 14, 16, I like them real young, my nigga. I don't like women in 20, all the girls in 20s, I'm cool with them, girl. I like fucking girls like
Lucas,
15,
what
14.
inspired you to even make this?
What on God's
I was
green?
very sleep deprived.
What's very?
Yeah, that's
You
usually
were
us.
very sleep deprived while also.
You know what?
15, 16,
You know what,
14, I like them really young.
I'll do you a favor. I will copy the link and I will put it in the stream chat if everyone wants to go watch it. But I'm gonna call the stream there.
All them girls in 20s I'm cool with, but I like girls like 15.
Let me go to my stream. Ugh.
I have another.
No, not my
seal
YouTube
video.
studio. You guys don't need to see my YouTube studio. It's the
Yeah, we
gay.
do. You're gay.
I have another seal video, Shmi.
Fucking
More
god, I'm
seals.
retarded. Oh, my brain is so fried. I can't even find my own stream.
Woo seal.
I will watch in a second. Just let me link this for Lucas.
Is it stream
Fucking
session
god,
time?
I'm retarded. Oh, my brain is so
Oh
fried.
my god, stream
Can't even find my own
session.
stream.
Woo seal.
It is stream session.
session.
Watch in a second. Just let me-
Let's
Although, unlike you, I usually mute mine.
No, that defeats the
Aw.
entire purpose of streamception.
I don't do streamception.
You should, it's kind of funny.
Maybe sometime. Right now we watch this for stream. What the fuck? Woo! Woo! What the fuck? Okay. All right. I think that's a good spot to end it. I think that's good. I think we
I
end
just
it
want
there.
people's. I just kind of want people's final thoughts on Thunder's video real quick before we end the stream.
I can do that. I will still switch over the screen and stop my screen share, but Before we go, we can have ending thoughts. Everybody, what do you guys think of Thunder's video before we actually end the stream and shit? Everybody else's thoughts.
That's fine.
It was not fine, Reject. It was bad.
Made me disassociate like fucking 5 times. Like, goddamn, that's a new record for these videos.
Oh, smart.
Not even Safe's videos made me disassociate this much. Like, I just stopped hearing.
Bro, I've never just sat and drooled like a dumbass on a fucking video before.
my brain never just went that vegetable before.
I tuned that so hard I went vegetable.
Oh
for
my
real, the
God.
fucking apathy while watching this. The highlight for me was making those shitty little edits.
Other than yelling at him for his stupidity, yeah. That's all there really was to engage with for me, or I guess Nier.
My favorite part was woo woo seal.
Woo woo seal. My favorite part was breaking in. Final thoughts, Thunder video is so bad that deleting the entire channel seems like an appealing option.
It really does.
It really, yeah.
That video, Thunder is cool and all, but that video was worse than Dark Side of Griffin Gaming. Honestly, yeah, that's a statement.
I'd say I agree. I'd say I agree that it's worse than Dark Side of Griffin Gaming.
Thank you, Coco.
Because to summarize the entirety of Thunder's video, he went full conspiracy nut in regards to video quality. He predictably held Josh's comment on a high pedestal to catch me in a gotcha several times. He predictably took all of my points out of proportion, or missed them entirely, or said completely and objectively wrong statements, somehow questioned my credibility despite the fact he's been with me for a while and has seen most of my videos before upload. Like, I don't think I need to say anymore. Everyone here has seen it. Like someone said earlier, it really seems like Thunder went mask off. I don't think Thunder made this for funsies. I think he made this simply because he wanted to win. He wanted to take the W against me, especially apparent when he questions my credibility, as well as the fact that he felt the need to constantly promote his upcoming video, both in his community posts and under my comments section. But the thing is, this 1 hour and 15-minute long video provided absolutely nothing of substance except becoming a perfect highlight of everything that's wrong with him. So, the bottom line for me is, if Thunder really thinks this is somehow a good video, even after everything we talked about, then he truly is denser than a black hole.
What really gets me is the part where, like, fuck, my train of thought, I lost it. It's the fact that he tries to play it off as if it's for fun or whatever, like he said. I do this shit for fun, but then, like, questions your credibility and pulls all those low blows and shit. Like, we've just got, like, literally, that alone is so contradictory to me. Oh, just the fact that he's going to play it off as if he's doing it as all for fun. Which, even if that is the case, that's extremely hypocritical then, because it's the exact same shit we all got pissed off at Krillix for, and the exact reasons we defended ThunderStruck to begin with. So it really just highlights the type of fucking personality he is. He's he's
one more thing?
Literally being a disingenuous bitch. Also, yeah, of course you can. That's what this part of the stream's for. Any closing thoughts anyone
You know
has.
what? He wanted to take the W for West Korea.
The W for West Korea, yes.
Is West Korea real?
Oh my lord.
We should end it up there. W for West Korea.
You wanna go even further than him thinking West Korea is a real place? This guy thinks that they're gonna rig the 2024 presidential election.
Does not
You know
surprise me.
This video got us back in West
Unironically,
Korea.
I might actually follow that belief as well. They might actually do that shit.
West Korea.
Well, anyways.
Well, I mean, honestly, there's one.
Korea with this one. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. Psycho and Nier. There's one thing that really makes me think of Thunderstruck. Text to speech. I'm just having a little bit of fun. I'm just role playing. Feel like it.
It doesn't really feel like role playing.
I'm just role playing. It doesn't really feel like role playing.
Just all of us just really feel like that.
So fucking accurate. Doesn't really feel like you're just doing this for fun. It feels like you actually wanted to, like,
you know what?
take a jab
On
here.
on the topic of role playing, I feel like Thunder would be that one DM that just wants to kill all of you.
Oh, probably.
Oh yeah.
He strikes me, if he was to be a DM, and this is coming from someone who's DMs a lot, and hopefully we have a session this Monday. You better fucking have a session this Monday.
It's going to happen.
But anyways, coming from me, if Thunderstruck were to actually just start DMing, and I'll give him the benefit here, and let's just say he actually does understand the mechanics of the game and shit, I feel like he would be the type of person to have a very DM versus player mentality. He wouldn't be in it to try and make a fun experience. He would just be in it to be like, alright, just fuck you guys. This has to be challenging. You gotta kill your characters.
You immediately.
Yeah. I don't know if he'd go quite to that extreme, but he strikes me as the type that would be a very DM versus player mentality.
Pulling a cyberpunk funny little thing, it should be the type of DM in the cyberpunk tabletop roleplay to immediately stick Adam Smasher on the party just to fuck with people.
Adam Smasher is constantly hunting you, and you have to remain on the run.
I mean, you can do that in cyberpunk, but the catch with that is he's a literal unbeatable NPC. You just send him after a party when you're just bored.
Yep. So yeah.
Story plot point. I think you'd use it as a combat thing.
Anyways, final thoughts on Thunderstruck. I've given mine. It's just doesn't really seem like shit's adding up. We argued in fucking circles, and this was just really does just feel like you're trying to hold some petty jab at Nier. First at Josh and then at Nier, which I'm sure you probably would have did the same shit to me had I responded to you. Same with Krillix. But yeah, if anyone else has anything else, I'm gonna wrap the stream up here.
We're going back to West Korea with this one, boys.
We're going back to
That's
West
all I have
Korea.
to say.
Well, yeah.
I said everything I needed to say.
Emo pussy.
Alright, well.
I agree.
Anyways, thanks for everyone coming on. Thanks for everybody coming to watch and shit too. And this was a fun stream, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully I'll have another video up soon.
Suffering.
All of our suffering.
This made me want to squeeze my balls. Not in a good way.
I'm going to get drunk now.
Should I respond to Thunderstruck? Maybe. That's up to you. But yeah. Goodbye, stream. Goodbye, friends. This was fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.